I rap real quick? Can I rap? On the path to being the
Welcome back to the F&S Podcast on the F&S Network. This is one half of the F&S Podcast, or one quarter, how you want to call it.
What it is, Josh up in the building, back with the Queens.
Hello, hello.
We're going to make sure Andrea is all on the mic today. That's what we're going to do.
So today we got a subject, standards of friendship. And in this segment that we got, the whole idea is, what is your requirements to befriend somebody? What do you require of them? What are you willing to bring to the table for that? How does that all impact the friendship? Because a whole lot of friendships get made on non-solid ground. I guess you could say that. Mm-hmm. It don't be solid ground. It be very, very base level. It be very base level stuff. And not saying that a good friendship can't come out of that, but sometimes you can get some surprises out of that, to where later on down the road things fall off, and then you could be looking at each other like you don't want to have nothing to do with each other.
Mm-hmm. I think you made a really good point when you talked about base level, because most friendships start base level, but you got to grow it. So I think that it's all about motivation and intention. And sometimes one person's intention may be different than the other person's intention, which can drive friendships apart.
And I think that once you get to know somebody, I think everybody has friends for different purposes. Not everybody you can count on to be a real friend as well. You might have friends that you go out with and you have a good time with, but would you tell them all your business or your deepest, darkest secrets? They might not be that type of friend.
Well, I've dealt with many different type of people, so my whole thing is accepting people for who they are, not trying to change them. I've had many different type of friends, and first thing I don't do is change them. You know what I'm saying? If you solid, you solid, and not trying to change them either. Like if someone not into something, you're not into that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not into that, I'm not into that. But also being a friend is holding them down, and through the dark times too, not just when it's all good and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Right.
But I
not nothing bad though. To where it's when you're doing some egregious things, but it's people use folks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what the intention is a big thing for me, because I can be friends with anybody, but when it comes to where it's just it's only for favors or beneficial reasons for you, it's really not. I don't know, because I run into a lot of them type of people where it's what I can do for you type stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's always favors all the time. It ain't never us just chilling. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? We cool. Just it's always something. You know what I mean?
Right. Some part of me feels friendships get started. It's different for dudes than it is females, I think, a little bit. Mm-hmm. Because dudes, we can be you like the hoop? You like to watch the game? And that can be the beginnings right there.
It starts off as an acquaintance.
Right.
Then it develops to a friendship. So you can have an acquaintance that you ball with or do certain activities with, just in that sector. That's an acquaintance. You know what I'm saying? But friends is different. That's a relationship.
Right.
I think it's more simple for guys, though. I think with women, it's there's always layers that you have to peel.
That's a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when that falls into this.
Yeah.
Because I've seen female friendships break up way more often than I've seen dudes' friendships break apart.
Well, you gotta be able to talk things out and be forgiving with certain situations and stuff like that because you dealing with two different personalities, two different things. So, things have to be logic based. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to accept a person for their flaws just as well as the good side of them. And that's with friendships too.
So you feel like women are too illogical to have sustainable friendships?
You didn't say that.
Like, no. Versus men, you think we're too, like, emotional. Like, we get caught up in our emotions, and we're unforgivable and hold grudges.
You can answer that better than me. I'm not a woman.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely think so.
Yeah. So,
absolutely.
holding grudges and all that mess.
Absolutely.
Like, holding grudges is a lot. You know what I'm saying?
We are very
Like,
vindictive, revenge, like.
And what did that get you at the end?
Alone.
Exactly.
And which is why there's so many women who feel like they don't have anyone as far as friendships, because the standards that they want, they don't even uphold to because of their own vindictiveness.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. I see it at work.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's flip floppy.
Yeah.
And it's like, be consistent. If you are you gonna consistently be cool, or does it depend on your mood that day?
Right. So.
And that's where the whole illogical thing comes into place. Is, I know you're not saying it, but I'm saying women can be illogical.
Everybody have bad days.
Yeah, but when it's a pattern of behavior that's not healthy, that's when it becomes a problem.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but you got dudes that's like that too.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
But usually real dudes that see that don't mess with dudes like that.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how when you meet a person for the first time and you spend like 5 minutes with them, you can kind of tell if this is somebody that you want to spend more time with, or that you would be willing to spend more time with, than if it's somebody that's like, we ain't gotta hang out again.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
I've run into, listen, man, I run into many people like that. Like, I done had a lot of, this is the thing, right? If you want, you have to learn how to be a good friend before you start talking. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
You got to practice on being a good friend. So
Right before you start shooting
Right.
out your expectations.
So I try that on my end. I ain't no perfect dude, but I do try to be a good friend to people.
So
That-
what's the first thing that should be, I guess required for it to build?
Like, which, first of all, being, that's a good question.
Trust.
Well-
I think being yourself.
Well, yeah, you got to be yourself. That's. I mean, but see, a lot of that plays into a lot of things. A lot of artificial people out here. So, that's that. I think that's obvious. But you gotta the trustworthy is 100% facts. But
That comes to me. I think that comes more.
that's
down the line.
developed. You know what I'm saying? I got to develop
more down the
because
line.
you got to build on that. You know what I'm saying?
Because to be yourself, everybody knows how to act one time.
You can't change. Like, there's a lot of people who be chameleons out here, and I don't be liking that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you want to act like you. Say, for instance, if we are in a group setting, and you want to pretend like you into something just to fit in. I know this stuff. Like, you ain't gotta do that. If
Right.
you're not into this, you're not into this. It's all good. That ain't gonna change
Right.
our friendship just because you're not into this.
Yeah.
And be pump faking and all that. I don't know. You ain't gotta do that.
Right.
And once you little small traits like that, and you notice stuff like that, that leads to other things because you're not even being honest in this situation.
Exactly.
So what happens in other situations?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
So you can say being who you are falls under the umbrella of being just honest.
Yeah.
From the beginning. Being honest from the beginning. Because you can build a bridge, you can tear it down just with that right there.
yeah, you gotta be who you are. If someone don't accept you for who you are, then you don't need that friendship anyway.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you're gonna act, you're gonna get sick and tired of acting.
Yeah.
Time as time goes on.
Yes.
You're gonna like the person that you really are.
It's gonna show.
Gonna eventually slip out.
It's gonna show real quick.
It's gonna come out sooner or later. And so that's where, you know, for a lot of the friendships that I've seen that fall apart. And when I hear the reasons why the friendship fell apart, in the back of my head, I'm like, you didn't see that from the beginning?
Shoot. Yeah.
But that can be applied to relationships too.
Yeah, but see,
But
now.
like,
Go
when you
ahead.
talk about relationships, first of all, those things don't start off on no genuine tip
That
anyway.
starts off on some.
I don't know, Josh.
Physical attraction.
Matt was pretty himself.
Well, that's Matt. We talking about it in general
Matt
sense.
he was himself so much that there almost was no relationship.
In general sense though, a lot of the so-called relationships that happen between the male and the female, that just comes off of pure physical
We
attraction.
know what that's based off of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Can we get it popping tonight?
yeah,
All right.
word up, facts. So,
But relationships, I mean, it is relative to a certain extent, but like Andrea was saying, or like all of you guys were saying, being yourself. Because I have friends that are totally polar opposite of each other, but that doesn't make this person less of my friend than that person.
No.
And the reason why I'm drawn to them is because they themselves. They are themselves.
right.
Right.
That's what draws me to them. Not only that, they are positive and giving. And when you talk about what were you were asking about, like, what's your criteria?
Yeah, like what's like the first thing?
Those are my two things: is be yourself and be positive.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
and then after that, I can work with it. I can work with whatever after that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but you gotta accept somebody who they are.
Absolutely.
Like,
and,
you have to,
and the person
like-
got to accept you.
Yeah, and you don't need to be their friends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then I feel like it's always important to reevaluate if you are a good friend. Like,
yes.
there's nothing wrong with checking in with
I was
yourself.
just telling you that. Like, you have to practice on being a good friend to people.
Right. So what are some actions that says this person is a good friend?
I
Them-
would say, like, taking a personal interest.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Give me details.
Taking time to spend with you,
That.
you know.
Not on some just, but see, that's a tricky situation. Are we spending time just for us just kicking it, or is it always something to where,
Well, that's where you have to see. You have to
yeah,
look at
you
the
know what I
pattern.
mean?
There's an agenda behind
Yeah,
it.
look at the pattern. You know.
And so I'll say this about my personal experience. A whole lot of people that I know, for some of them, the ones that I don't really rock with like that, but we on good terms with each other. Like when we see each other, it's good.
Yeah.
Some of those people, it's like, if I don't pick up the phone and make the phone call, if I don't put something together for us to try to link up, it doesn't happen.
So there's no effort on the other person's
On
part.
the other side.
Right.
So
You have to have that both ways.
that's what I was saying. That's what I'm going with. Does this person show the same amount of interest in you, being around you, that you show in being around them?
And then also, is it always about them when y'all together? Are they genuinely happy for you when good things happen, or is it some hate behind it?
Yeah. I mean, you know, you dealt
Because
with,
I've gone through that.
well, I mean, you know.
Matt has seen me go through that.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
all been through, like, I guess, friendships that fell off, right? So what are some of the things that you can say that was contributing factors into the friendship falling off?
For me, and I think for a lot of women, it's jealousy. And I don't mean like, I mean just what I said. It's good when they're celebrated, but they can't celebrate you, or they don't want you to grow past them,
Might
or
add
who
some
they
sound
think
effects.
is past them. You know, as long as you below them, as long as you the sidekick, I was always, okay, as long as Lil Wish is the sidekick, then we cool, we can be friends.
Might have to drop some bombs
You know.
in this segment.
Or if I'm not as, because I was awkward growing up, so I was always the safe friend. Oh, okay, ain't nobody gonna try to holler at me if I got Lil Wish with me because, you know, I'm the safe friend. Because I was awkward. There was times where when Matt and I met and we knew a lot of mutual people. And it was like, oh, well, he like you, he wanted to date you, but he wasn't trying to date me. Or he ain't like me. And it's like, well, how was that? I'm the catch. I'm the one. How he want you and not me.
I seen people.
And I'd be like, oh dang. Yeah, and I'm like,
I seen people not go to weddings.
I can't have people like me and not you.
I have nothing to do with that. I don't know. That's crazy.
Remember one time we ran into somebody we knew at Meyer?
Yes.
And we didn't know how to take it because he was like, how y'all end up together?
That's due to who I grew. See, listen.
Y'all two?
I need to say this. And that's not
Exactly.
a knock. That's not a knock on her. I was doing some bad things in my teenage years, okay? Menace, you know what I'm saying? So if people like y'all together, I get it. I don't even look at it that way. Due to how I was. She met me in a calm down state. You know what I'm saying? I was bugging around them years. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really necessarily.
They don't need to put the business out.
I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to, you know what I mean? So it's the way I was moving at that time.
So you think he said it because of that? Because me and him worked together.
I told you already.
And he was just like, oh, y'all too? Like, I'm
Well,
like, well,
I told you already. So that's what it was. That. Because of how I was moving.
Well, but even friends that I had and you had growing up that didn't know didn't know us together, they would be like, oh, y'all together?
Well, you know that situation already.
You know.
Because I didn't like her.
Or the other girl.
Yeah, because I didn't like her, and I verbalized I didn't like her.
And then they would come back later and be
then
like,
they was tripping.
Yeah, or they'll like, I had one that she was like, y'all still together? You together?
You know.
And I was like, why do you care?
But you know that situation also. I told you that one.
But the other situation, the girl, she didn't even want you. But she was so mad that we were together.
Some people
And it
like
eventually
the
led to
thought.
us not being friends anymore.
Some people like the thought
Yes.
of just
Yeah.
being viewed as the catch.
Yeah, like,
Right,
I mean, you
'cause
know.
yes, and she wasn't the catch to him, but for some reason, he liked me, and it's like, well, how you like her over me? And it's like, well, it's not like you like him, and it's not like he liked you, so what's the problem?
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you like, okay, it's a complicated thing because I have so many different type of friends growing up, like different styles. I mean, just different cultures and all that. And the thing is, the whole key is, you know, being genuine and actually caring about what I don't mind. Like a lot of my friends witnesses, you know what I'm saying?
So Isha brought up one of her experiences. What about you? What is one of the things that cause when your friendships fall apart?
Oh, I mean, it being all about them only. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I support my friends for the most part. Then a lack of support, she be telling me, you know what I'm saying? I used to, I be there, I record somebody's whole stuff, they my friend. If I record their project for them and things like that, and after that, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I go out my way and do things for free, no problem, because you my friend. Look out. I ain't asking for nothing in return just because you my friend. That's just what I do, you know what I'm saying? And then it don't be nothing, I can't reach you no more, nothing like that.
Reciprocate.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he would do like they would call him, oh, record this song with me or record me doing this and that, but then that's the only time he hear from them.
Yeah, like I get a lot of that. So,
or they promote, or he do songs with people and they don't promote it.
Nah,
but then when they do songs with other people, they and I'm like, that ain't even all that. But you ain't even shouting out your own supposed people.
Yeah, I don't. Thing is, doing the stuff I do, it's like almost expected. But it's like if I'm cool with you, you my friend, I'm gonna promote you, rock with you, be there, no matter what.
He gonna build you up. Like you be like, dang, I didn't even think I was that talented, or I didn't even think the song was that. But he putting you out there, and then there's nothing back. And it be strangers who
most of my supporters
support
are strangers.
him more than his own friends.
Most of my supporters are strangers that don't.
And
know
I had to point that out.
You know what I'm saying? But that's fine. She was telling me that stuff, so I had to realize that because for my friends, I'll look out. But then if they don't show interest in nothing I'm doing, so it's cool. I mean, I learned to accept it. You know what I'm saying? I became numb to it.
And, yeah, and then I would point out to him the friends that do. Like, listen, this person, y'all don't even talk every day, but this person always buy and support your stuff. And y'all don't even talk every day, but then you got this other person who you feel closer to, and they don't do nothing, but you out here doing everything for them.
Right.
And I'm protective over that because I know how much Matt loves what he do. And how loyal he is to other people. So I'm like,
if you're my friend, you're my friend. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't care what you into. And then also on top of that, protecting folks' beliefs and not disrespecting nobody's beliefs either. You know what I'm saying? I never disrespect beliefs. I crack jokes. I won't disrespect nobody's beliefs at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Wish is a witness, Josh. I don't bring none of that. I don't bring the stuff I'm into that goes against that. You know what I'm saying? Around. If it happened, you know what I'm saying? Tell me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, because I respect the beliefs. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I try to make it clean. Don't cuss around my friends. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I respect it.
But that's all it's all about.
It's being friends.
Even other people in general. If you have some friends that don't drink, I'm not going to drink around you.
Yeah. It's respecting it.
Yeah.
Right.
Respecting somebody's beliefs. That ain't being fake. That's respecting folks' beliefs and being a real. And not me. I'm not gonna put my friend in an uncomfortable situation.
And respecting.
I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Respecting people's boundaries.
Yeah, but that's also putting folks in a funny style situation. I wouldn't do that. I would not put my friends in no funny situation. If I know this, like, this ain't. I'm not gonna do that because. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. Or you ain't gonna cross nobody's boundaries.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do
You
that.
Tell me what to do. I do it.
No, if this is your line, then I respect that.
And like Andrea said before, that carries on to relationships.
Yeah.
Respect each other's boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
If you know this is your significant other's boundary or your friend's boundary, don't cross it. It doesn't matter why, it's their boundary.
But that's the selfishness of people. Because it's all about them at that point.
Right.
Yeah. See, I know for me personally, I had trust issues. So I was all right being by myself. I would always rather be by myself than be around a bunch of other people. So I was always like, I can, I'll be in the bleachers watching the game, and I'll see who's doing what, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I see what that person's about. Oh, okay, I see what that person's about. Oh, ain't nobody around this mode that I can really rock with. I just stay to myself. We'll speak when we speak, but I ain't going out my way for it.
So you're not trying to fit in.
No.
Yeah.
You should never try to do that.
I never needed a co-signer for any opinions that I may have. I never needed nobody else to, I guess you could say, have my back.
Yeah.
On anything like that. Neither did I expect it. I always try to fly like it was solo, unless it was some of my family, because my family, my cousins that I grew up with, them the main ones that I was like, okay, I know in any situation, no matter what it is, it's all or nothing with them.
Right.
But other people, it was like, I can count on one hand how many people was really genuine.
Right.
So I think one of the things that I value in one of my friendships that I got, and this is somebody that's doesn't live nowhere around here, and we don't talk all the time. But when we do talk, it be a long conversation. But when I was moving how I was moving at one time, and I opened up to him about it, he was one of the main ones. Like, look, dog, I don't approve of that.
Right.
Like, this is what happens with this, and da da da. And I was like, ain't nobody else who knew about this situation was man enough to tell me that. So I appreciated that about that individual. So that's why that individual to me is like, okay, that's always going to be one of the friendships that I'm gonna try to keep that alive and going.
Going towards the point of respect in a friendship, I never knew how big that respect played until I didn't have it anymore for a particular friend. And it's like, once that respect was gone, it was like, I don't even want to be around you. I don't want to mess with you. Like, we don't have to hang out anymore. Like, it changed the whole dynamic of the friendship.
What do you guys think about cliques?
I can't stand cliques. I hate cliques. And especially, well, okay. I understand that you always gonna rock the best with a certain group of people.
Right.
I understand that. When that certain group of people that you got, when y'all all like unanimous on like, yeah, we ain't even gonna like try to put somebody else up in there or something like that, but then claim to be, I hate that. I hate that.
High school activities, man. I mean, it is. I mean, it is. It's high school stuff, like cliques and all that, because it's kind of we the cool kids at the table and you not type attitude.
It's so obvious.
I don't care to be in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like you said, like you can fly solo. I fly solo. Mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can entertain myself by myself.
I think we all can.
Like, no big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no big deal. Like,
now, don't get that twisted. I love being around people. I love people. But my uncle always told me, he was like, when people show you who they is, believe them the first time.
yeah.
And so I don't need to give, look, you only get one opportunity to make a first impression. And personally, I don't really buy too much in first impressions, because a lot of the times that's people on their best behavior. I want to see you on your normal behavior.
Yeah.
What do you really like, right? And so I don't look. Everybody can put on at first, and that will only last for a certain amount of time. I like to see you when you get to roam free and be who you are.
Yeah.
Be
That's
who
when
you really are.
That's when you see what it is. Like,
And to go back to the cliques, like for women, it's, oh, so you did something with such and such and didn't invite me?
high school activities,
That's
man.
that like for women, that's the thing we go, and that's what I like about Andrea. We don't have to spend every waking moment together. If she wants to go out and do her thing with her, I'm not gonna be like, oh, so you went with such and such and didn't invite me. Right. Or if I went somewhere,
like, oh, how was it? Like, was it fun? Like,
yes, I'm not even gonna. It's not even gonna be a second glance. I'm not even gonna say, well, you need to invite me the next time. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. We have our own time. Like I went on a girls trip. Andrea didn't go. She wasn't like, oh, so you wanna? You didn't even ask to see if I can go. She was like, oh, y'all have fun.
That's cattiness.
If Andrea go do something, or she goes, oh, I'm gonna go with such and such. Okay, y'all have fun.
Is that not catty behavior?
That's women though. You'd be surprised, especially when there's like clique friendships.
You got dudes like that though.
Yeah.
You got cliquish dudes. I'm not. Listen.
And then everybody's friends can't be your friends.
Absolutely not.
Ooh, you meant, yes. If you don't be like, oh, we all gotta hang out. It's like we don't all have to hang out.
Everybody don't mix.
Exactly.
Everybody don't mix. Just because you mix with this dude, that don't mean I do.
Yeah, and I'm
that's
not about
fine.
to discourage you from mixing with that person. That's just your other friend.
Yeah.
The only time stuff like that would come out is if that person is trying to talk against you and the friendship that you have with the individual. If his other friend is like...
The wild part is the people who say that got their own friends.
Yeah,
Right.
Yes. Or if that person is genuinely doing something that's, harmful for the other person. Then it's like, okay, I don't know if you should be friends with that person.
Yeah, and then that's where the tough conversations come in. That's where real friendship
But
comes
just
in.
in general, I'm not going to be discouraged.
No, I ain't about to be, but if y'all on something like, look, I don't know if you should. I would tell them, like, look, you heard me on the, the phone, because I have some of my peoples give me a phone call and talk to me about real stuff. And I tell them the truth. Because you're my friend. I'm like, look, I don't agree with that. You probably shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You probably shouldn't, if that person putting you in that situation, you might want to think twice about that, because you're going to end up, I ain't hating if that's who you roll with, but if that person putting you in that situation, they clearly don't value, you know what I'm saying? If they gonna really put you in something to where if they gonna put you in a situation where you can lose everything, I don't know if that's your friend or not. Actually, I know that's not your friend, because you're supposed to think about those things.
Me and Mawisha have a mutual friend that has told me, they're like, oh, if I want something sugar coated, like, I don't call you. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, you asked me for my opinion. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear.
Folks don't like to hear the truth. That's crazy.
I always
Because the truth
ask,
hurts.
even at work, we have work meetings. And my boss would be like, so what do you guys think about that? I'm like, do you want the truth or you want me to say something you want to hear?
Yeah, like,
I'm like, I'm just asking.
The line that I always say, I always tell them, I'll be like, look, how real of a conversation do you want to have?
Exactly.
Because the details of a real conversation might touch you in the chest a little bit.
Or you may not want to talk to me about it.
I done had many of those conversations, and it's what it is, man. Like,
And what I love about my friends is that they're never going to condone any wrongful conduct from me. Like, I remember Matt was like, Andrea covered for you. I was like, no, she won't. I was like, if I was doing something crazy,
I don't think I said that.
She is telling.
I don't recall.
Like, if you cheated on me,
I don't recall.
Andrea, you think Andrea? I was like, Andrea is telling. I am
recall.
getting in trouble. She is telling.
Okay, so now
I don't recall.
that sounds like
Did I say that?
The different standard.
No, but it's still
I don't
it's
recall.
still somebody looking out for your best interest.
You're right.
Though.
You're right. But without the thing that we got in common, that is something else that can break friends up right there.
Yeah, because
while I'm out doing my thing on the side and I tell you about it, like, I don't want you to get me caught up.
you putting me in a jacked up situation. Like, that's some stuff where it's like,
But you put yourself in a
no,
jacked
you
up
didn't. If I'm walking through the store and I seen my man's like, I'm just going to get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I'm saying he's putting
She's talking about the
himself.
person that's actually
The person
carrying out
who's
the
doing
act.
it, he's putting himself
right.
in the jacked up situation because guess what? It's gonna get revealed at some point.
Right. So
everything gets revealed.
right.
on
It,
its
like
own.
that
But the whole
situation.
thing is,
That's a tough situation. Like, you talking about somebody call you like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got so and so on the side, man. You know what I mean? Blah 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 blah. You automatically inserted me in this. Automatically.
Okay, but what if y'all all friends? Like us?
That's terrible, right
Like
there.
us.
Because the friendship is going to be, look,
It's
at
like,
the end of
it's
the
not
day,
just,
a situation
we're all
like
friends.
a situation like that, let's be honest here. The friendship is going to be over because the minute you tell, he's upset. We can't be cool because you can't even da-da-da-da. Everything going to be, it's going to just implode. That's what's going to happen.
But if
It's going to happen.
we're all friends, not just it's like Andrea and Josh, but Andrea's your friend, Josh my friend. We all friends.
I can't picture Josh doing that. So that's something, there's a block there. Josh wouldn't do that. I know he wouldn't do that. So I would never have to worry about him calling my phone
Are
like,
you
yo.
telling?
Huh?
Are you telling?
I have no choice.
Are you going to put him?
He know I have no choice. I would like to think you know I have no choice. Know what I'm saying?
Pull him aside and talk to him.
If I seen him in public,
no, not do it right then and
I
there.
would. Like, what you doing, man? Like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, who is this? Like, on some real, I would though. I mean, I would.
Living real foul lives.
Like, yo, what is you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I expect.
If I considered everybody involved as being my friend, I feel like then I would be obligated to.
Yeah.
I would be really obligated.
Yeah, like it's like one of them things where it's like I have no option, or I'm a bozo.
Yeah, like that's my friend too. Like y'all both.
Like,
my
listen,
friends.
like.
Here's what I would do. I'd be like, look, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to be a man about this situation. You go and tell it yourself.
Right.
So I don't have to.
Right.
Because that's gonna be uncomfortable.
That's a good one too, though. Yeah, that's
because I'm gonna try to give you every opportunity to put your own self out there, so I don't have to do it.
Right.
I don't want to be the one to do that.
Yeah.
That's a conversation that nobody wants to have.
No, that's nasty work. That's nasty work. Like it's like.
So when it comes to couples, do y'all feel like if the wives are friends, then the husbands have to be friends? Like in our situation, it just works.
No, it don't.
No, we
Yeah.
have our other friend.
Yeah, but
but
all
I'm
that
just
play
saying-
date stuff.
Listen, look.
Now hold on, all that play date stuff. Oh, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It
don't
would
do
be
that.
nice if everybody can. It would be nice if that was to be the case. But the reality,
Every dude don't mix, man. It's like every female don't mix.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
At bare minimum, can I have y'all in the same room and it be cordial?
Yeah, of course.
and stuff like that. That's at the bare minimum.
But that's when you adults and it shouldn't even go like, you know what I'm saying? Like if we in the same setting, if we ain't feeling each other, all right, what's
Or
up?
if it just don't click.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? We speak and that's
Ain't
it.
even- yeah,
Go our
it's not even
separate
about-
ways.
It's not. It may not even be about feeling each other. It may just not click.
Yeah, but I mean that's the same thing. So it's like you ain't gotta necessarily. I'm cool with Josh. That's my friend. Who else?
But that's what wives.
But y'all are friends outside of us. So
Yeah,
it's not
but-
yeah.
Wives have a.
But they like to include. Oh, my husband can hang. Don't do that to me.
Wives, wives in general. Wives in general. Like,
I don't even know nothing about the husband, and I'm just
your
like,
husband
oh,
likes basketball? Oh, my husband likes basketball too.
Yeah,
We
like
should hang out.
no, that's
We do
not.
that.
You don't just throw folks like you know what I'm saying? Nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
We don't got to do that.
That's true.
Let that thing, you know what I'm saying, happen on its own naturally.
I don't know why us wives do that.
That's like.
Cause y'all men, I can honestly say y'all really don't do that to us.
And don't throw me in like, cause this, it ain't just about me. I'm like, this dude don't want no random cat
makes
showing,
me-
like, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? It makes me think like, how did y'all two meet?
I don't know.
I think it was at a bowling alley.
Was it
One time,
I don't remember.
We had set up a time to go bowling with the
So it
Nah, I don't
wasn't
remember.
That
I
actually came to my mind one day. I was like,
How
how
did
did they?
Because I'm like, we didn't actually like.
To be
try
honest, I
do
don't
that
remember.
whole like,
It was-
oh, y'all should.
I
meet,
really
you know.
do think it was at the bowling alley, and at the time, like after introducing myself to Matt, I was like, look, I'm trying to see what's going on with this game, so I'm gonna be going over
Oh
here.
yeah,
because
we were with the other couple.
right.
Man, I don't remember that.
Me neither.
It was back when John Wall and Bradley Beal was still on the squad,
Yeah,
and they was playing
And
against
then
Isaiah
he
Thomas
was
and the
like, I'm
Celtics.
trying to see what's happening with the game. It was like, Matt was like, oh, you like basketball or what? they just automatically just started talking.
Don't try to act like folks
So
is
we
cavemen
went.
around here.
So it was 6 of us.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember that. I really, truly, genuinely don't remember that.
Oh,
That was
that was a lot. I do not remember
was a
that.
minute ago.
I do not remember that because y'all been married.
We even
for a
hooped
while,
together
so.
at Andrea's job.
I remember that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah.
But
that was
but
still
yeah.
fresh in the beginning.
But that's the first experience that I
Yeah,
remember.
that
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
That's the first experience that I remember. I was like, look, it's the playoffs right now. John Wall and Bradley Beal versus Isaiah Thomas on the Celtics, and I'm sitting here like, I need to see what's going on.
So
Like,
you had no interest in really getting to know any, like, really, you like, I'm
that
trying-
was I mean, unfortunately, the truth is what it is. My priority that day.
Yeah, I don't.
My
Priority
priority
wasn't me. It was
Oh,
And y'all was
here we go with that. Listen,
Here we go with that.
listen. I'm with Josh on this because whenever I have to go somewhere new, I bring all of my tech with me.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not paying
Just
attention
in
to a
case
soul.
you don't want to talk to.
Like, I'm
He's bringing the game, the headphones.
And it's not that I wasn't bowling at all. Like, I was still bowling, but it was just like, what's happening?
yeah. I don't.
What's the score? Stuff like that. So,
The friendship started.
Yeah.
Okay.
a very simple common interest. But that's what I was saying. Like, dudes can do that.
So why can't we
Yeah.
do it for y'all? Y'all literally like simple common interest, but then if we like, well, he like basketball, you like basketball, let's all
Has
get
to be a
together.
choice.
I don't like this ain't no
no,
play
no.
date. This ain't no
because-
play
And
date.
that's exactly how it
But
happened.
y'all, exactly.
You already setting something up.
That
so-
sound like
Because then man got an attitude. He really like, I'm really not gonna talk to this person.
no. That sounds like what happened was, if it was 6 people, was we at the hall before this?
No. No. We met up straight at the spot.
Who was the initial group we was hanging with?
It was just
Us. Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't even recall us kicking it with them all like that.
I don't either.
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
we went to a restaurant after that. We went out to eat or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, listen, I'm sorry, I don't remember. But salute though.
And
You know
y'all
what I'm
gotta
saying?
remember, we be going out to eat with other people, and y'all two get to talking. Y'all really be cutting people out of y'all conversations if they don't. If they don't watch basketball.
I was like, oh, we can't be friends with
So
you.
we also
really?
yes,
Word?
yes.
You serious?
Yes.
Don't disrespect folks like
When
that.
was the last time that happened? when was the last time that happened?
The last time we hung out with other people,
Which was when?
Every time.
Us four together hanging out with other people. Who is this? When did this happen?
remember when we hang out with our mutual friend, and like he's not like he watches some sports but not.
Oh
like,
yeah.
And
Well, first of all,
Y'all really just left him out.
I remember that. That was
Completely.
Luca. That was Luca. I remember that when Luca turned up before y'all, you know what I'm saying, went back.
Luka
Yeah.
Doncic.
Yeah, that was around that time. I'm not gonna
But-
say the year.
like, I feel like that was him being him too.
Yeah, but y'all have a habit of doing that.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't understand.
Like y'all be arguing about sports, and I'm like, hey, what about this person? And y'all be like, oh yeah, y'all even like that. Y'all get, especially when y'all disagree, and y'all really get into a deep conversation. Y'all will block out us. Like my dad be like, pajamas on, I'm sleep,
I will confess to that
tuning
being
everybody
true.
up.
I will confess to that being true because I remember when we went up to Canton.
Oh, Canton?
I
Yeah.
thought you were
Talking about up north.
No, to Canton.
Uh-huh.
Remember when y'all was like trying to do that surprise to Canton?
What?
So what's your point?
What surprise?
Driving there, and we started talking about something, and we pulling up to Canton, and it was like I could care less what we pulling up.
Oh
to.
yeah. I know you're talking about.
I remember.
I remember.
Oh, yeah. We went to the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's in Canton.
Yep.
Oh yeah, when we did the surprise for you, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was. I remember. Yeah, we were literally surprising you. Like, this is amazing. Like, she did this big thing for you, and then y'all got so deep in the conversation, it took him a minute to even register
Where we were.
where we were at.
I didn't even look at the GPS to see where we was going.
Exactly.
But it was dope experience. The NFL Hall of Fame was cold.
It was nice.
Yes.
It was really
They had every Madden joint up there, which is
NBA
crazy.
take notes.
That was the NBA Hall of Fame was kind of, or the basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so that
But anyway,
that was nice.
I will confess to your point that was true in that moment because
In
I don't
North.
Yeah.
Well, when we was arguing about Ben Simmons, we both was intoxicated.
Like the whole ride.
First
Like we will all be
y'all
talking
was supposed to
together.
be up.
It
Yeah,
always
for
no,
real.
but listen,
Y'all
it
was.
always starts as a group conversation. Andrea and I will eventually have nothing else to talk about. One of us, like folks, and then y'all just go on, and y'all we don't exist.
That's not true.
That definitely is.
If you
I
don't
don't
interject into the
I don't
conversation,
care. I'm going to sleep. I can go to bed.
Right.
I'm perfectly fine. I am perfectly fine.
But
with
y'all was supposed to be up.
yeah.
We was supposed to take the night to another level.
Yeah, exactly. I had
Wait, and
Patron
then-
up in
wait,
me.
and
I got
then-
sick and everything.
Didn't that happen when you were at the house, that 4-hour podcast that y'all did, and he just forgot he had a whole home to go to, you know? Y'all
Yeah.
did the
No,
whole
I
4-hour
didn't
podcast.
forget. The whole time I was looking at the clock like this,
The
but
whole-
then I was
and
like,
still did the podcast. Still looking at the clock. That ain't deter you from finishing up that podcast.
because I was sitting there like, okay, we about to wrap this up. In my head, I'm saying that, and then
Yeah.
something else gets said, and I'm like, hold up, what? And then like,
Yeah, I mean, you
and
know,
that triggers a whole nother line of things.
these the things that happen sometimes, but we cool like
Yeah,
that.
but I mean, you've done it too with other people. You know, with other friends and stuff about basketball, and we go out to eat with them.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
but
then
that's
y'all just, and
but
then the
that-
wives just sitting there like,
but
okay,
that-
and
those
y'all screaming to the top of
those
y'all
conversations is different
in front
because
of other guests,
no,
and
listen. Let me
giant black man out here,
let me
and they're having
defend
a
myself.
fight, you know,
Can I
it's a
defend
fight.
myself? Can I defend
feel
myself?
Like that instigates a lot
Can I
of
defend
stuff.
myself? Can I defend
You
myself?
instigate a lot of.
Can I defend
a lot
myself?
of hostile conversations.
But
Yes,
can-
he does. He literally tells me. He literally will tell me, "Hey, watch me mess with Josh real quick. Watch this." And then you do a West, and I'm like, "Leave him alone."
You start fights in school, bro? That's
Nah, like, you know, listen, I used to debate a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably one of them battle. That's why I like battle rap so much. But this the thing though. Listen, if somebody's saying something that don't make sense, I want it to make sense.
So you saying that he's saying stuff that don't make sense?
If you being
then you
illogical,
say something that don't make sense?
no. The situation you talking about, we was yelling. I know
There's always I don't even know what.
I know
which
exactly.
specific situation
I know
was.
exactly what you was talking about because we was up in a different state in the Uber situation. You know what I'm saying? But we was yelling about LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, on our anniversary?
Why are you?
I can say that.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So listen, I like to if you say something to me that I know you being biased on, I'm gonna just keep messing with you at that point, and it's not gonna bother me at that point. I'm just gonna keep messing with
But
you.
to say at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, I'm about to mess with Josh real quick. Watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yep. Like, yo.
And I'm like, leave him alone.
And Josh get upset. I can't believe you saying this. I don't understand. Like,
yes.
why are you saying something like this? I cannot
That don't
believe.
even make sense.
Yeah.
We don't have those type of conversations. I don't think any of me or any of my friends have
Yeah.
those type of conversations.
I like to mess with him about Brunson.
So do you feel like guys can have longer friendships because they're not as like uptight as women?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the problem in having long friendships. Like, I don't
Cause
understand.
y'all will sit up and throw physical blows and then like, my bad, dog.
Well,
And, all right, cool.
well, I listen.
depends on the person.
Women,
Sometimes-
we're enemies for life.
No,
It's
when it
like,
comes
every
to
opportunity is gonna be
growing up,
opportunity
like I
for
said,
revenge.
growing up, you know what I'm saying? I love boxing. So how we solve things, if two folks is really like that, okay, y'all just throw hands. And then look, when it's fair like that, it is what it is. We got our chest handshake, we cool.
Did that happen to you before?
Huh?
When you like have had scuffles
Yes.
or arguments and then y'all be cool right after that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because some dudes are, listen, men aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. You know what I'm saying? The situation, especially growing up in certain, everybody grew up different, okay? So I'm not saying the way I grew up was right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. It's something wrong with that. If you, in my age now, you know, there's something wrong with that. Unless I'm in the boxing ring getting paid for it, there's something wrong with that. I'm not saying it's right. You know what I'm saying? But we'd be, you know, we all, if folks get in an argument and they get to, and then lines get crossed,
You gotta settle.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we still friends and we got love in our heart for each other.
See, but the thing that can't happen with that kind of thing though is if there's an agreement to go settle your differences, whoever the loser is in that situation, you can't be trying to do some sneak stuff on the side.
No, that never happened. It was always like we shook hands. It was good.
No, but like,
Why can't women do that?
there's some because women, I don't.
I've seen women do some very messed up things. So I don't. They are literally like the worst way to get back. I've seen in my own two eyes. I've seen it where
women?
where
To get back at another woman.
yeah, to try to mess with their man.
man.
Yeah, that I've seen this. They
They
literally will try. They don't even have to like them. They don't even have to like them.
That's horrible.
They don't like them and then they'll just do that.
I don't know why.
And then dude will fall for it.
Well, who's the dumb one?
They both are.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man.
That
Like,
ain't no one-way story right there.
yeah, that's crazy. That's why I said the dude will fall for it.
So who are better friends, men or women?
I don't want to generalize that. Because you got some friends, you got good friends, right? All right then. So you can't sexualize that one.
I mean, it's just a light question.
I feel like women more so personalize their friendships, where men are more on a general basis, but it can still go deep.
Yeah.
No, you got like brotherhoods. They call that for a reason. Cause you can have a dude that's your friend that's like my brother for real, more than my actual brother. You know what I'm saying? That's family right there. You call that, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to do that's family, like, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of agree, because that's why I feel like when it comes to weddings, you can have women who have like 10 different bridesmaids, and the dude like, I don't know, 10 people to be, and they, because all they think of is these are my close
the person
friends.
that,
I can't
like,
think
with
of anybody
dudes-
else. But women can be like, oh, I can
Like,
have 10
with
bridesmaids
dudes-
easily.
If they have somebody that's their best man, that's their family. This is my man's right here.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
you
gonna
know
tell
what I
you straight
mean?
up. For mine's, like, it was some feelings, bro.
I mean,
It is what it is.
This is called, this is the F&S Network. So we keep it gangsta on here.
That's kind of mean.
No.
specific.
Listen, facts is facts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, look, it's not that I got a bad relationship with these folks. Like I'm cool with every last one of them. But for me to call my close friends, like, I can count at that time, maybe that. And so, like, I was throwing names on the table, and then I was getting reasons for, like, why I shouldn't put them in there.
Has the amount of closer friends changed since that time, or since you've been back?
Well, for some, they're. I guess this is what we was talking about that one time, because you was like, oh man, a lot of your friends is like, because like I just call them friends just because, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we like that with each other.
yeah.
But for some friends, that out of sight, out of mind aspect does come into play.
What you mean?
Pretty much somebody that you don't get to see on a regular basis, or they're not easily accessible. Like, it's not going to be a lot of interaction between you two, as far as like, I'm gonna make the personal effort, because like it's like, oh, I gotta drive 45 minutes to come.
That's light.
No, like, if
But
you-
now in this stage now, because now that I'm back here, I gotta spend X amount of dollars to come take a 2-hour flight to come see you. Blah, blah, blah.
There's a difference when you go out of state and then they can't even drive for you.
But-
Just like, well, so you expect for me to
Let's-
now
let's-
But we
drive.
also have phones.
But I was about to say, let's say that no one does that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Which is, for me, I'm in a group chat where the same people that I view as, you know, we good, and
Yeah.
I just call them friends.
Yeah.
But they in the same exact group chat as the one person that I would consider as a really good close friend.
Yeah.
Like, we all in the same group chat.
Yeah.
And so, kind of like how we would talk
Yeah.
on WhatsApp, that's how that conversation goes down in there.
Yeah.
Like, it can be an everyday thing where you can have a various amount of subjects
Right.
in there. So it's like that's like the communication right there for a lot of times where it's like, oh, I talk to them like that. I don't need to.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but when
According
you go,
to them-
but then when you go visit, there's no effort. But it's like, why not?
Yeah, that right there,
Well,
that's
If
self-explanatory.
my friend is coming to visit me from wherever, I'm not gonna be like, oh, come see me.
Well, that's self-explanatory.
Well, see, look, I will say this about the people in that chat. When I let it be known, hey, I'm coming to town, I'm gonna be here between this date and this date, something always happens amongst the group. We always put something together to where we get together.
But yet, when you lived there, there was no.
I can't make an argument there.
Listen,
I can't make an argument.
That doesn't make any
So is
Listen.
it genuine?
listen,
Absolutely.
listen. You know when you got some. I can count.
That's a
I
fake
can
friendship.
listen. I can count who's my real
Like I
homies.
said, the one that I said is a real friend. That is the one that came to the crib.
I can count who's my real homies on one finger.
Exactly.
Him here,
Right.
my dog in Florida, my homie over the road.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got a social media page, but I don't be posting nothing, and I ain't looking for a whole lot of friends.
Only thing I post on social media is promo. I don't even have my messages and stuff open. So, I mean, it's just literally what it's for. I don't talk to, like, because I've had too many situations to where, like I said, you know, I'm who I am. So, everybody ain't gonna like me like that. But the thing is, I try to be a good friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I learned that from sports. Because you bunched in with a bunch of different personalities. But y'all got to have each other back out there.
Exactly.
That's all we got out here. Us. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they say a whole lot of good qualities come from kids being in sports.
Yeah, like when
Because
you
you have to learn to work as
you
a
have
team.
like look, when I played football, everybody wasn't feeling each other like that. Everybody ain't mixed. You're not gonna be able to mix with no 60 dudes on the roster. Everybody's not finna. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. But when it's time to go down, we have each other's back every time, and then you gain respect, and then you may develop a friendship out of that actually. Especially in certain situations where you defend someone. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You know what I mean? What's happening? Something going on? Game? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, you could develop close friendships, like when you going through the trenches with your teammates.
Right.
Especially if something crazy happened. Even if there's a guy, say for I remember a time where there's a dude, white dude, me and him didn't get along. Did not get along. But my mans hit him after the whistle. And that's my teammate. I went in charge over there and grabbed his face mask and threw it down. Like, what you doing? Then that's when the fight happened. Then we was like, oh, good, you know. And then we became all right after that.
Right. Because as men playing in sports, we view the game like the actual war.
It is
Battlefield.
though. It is.
Well, it's not technically.
Well, not well, but you,
But-
especially,
You know where I'm going.
yeah.
Like, we view that as an actual war battlefield. And when you are in battle with somebody that's wearing your same colors, at the end of the day, you know you need each other.
Is football not like that in a sense? That's physical,
Right.
non-stop. I mean, I know it's not literal army war. You know what I'm saying?
That's-
But what I'm
that's-
saying
that's-
is, you
that's
know,
what I mean by it.
lightly.
That's what I mean by it. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we looking out because we know for that player to be on the field with me, that means that he's contributing something.
Yeah.
And I need him to contribute that in order for us to have a chance to win.
Yeah. So
But yeah. So,
That's a good topic.
yep. So you know, we're gonna go ahead and this one go over to the next topic. So we'll be back. All right, we back. Next topic. Josh had to load up the drinks like he normally do. So this topic is, what's this called?
Guy trips versus girls trips?
I don't know why versus.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Gotta
just
be
like
in it.
similarities,
Girl trips
differences.
and guys trips.
Yeah, similarities,
Girls
differences.
trips, or why don't guys take guys trips?
Guys take guys trips, y'all don't.
Y'all.
So, Matt,
That mean?
would you be down for a guys trip?
To do what?
To do a guys trip.
To do what though? What's the point? I want to know the point. Like, unless
I know of a guys trip. They went to Tennessee and they did like a bourbon thing.
is that a trip or we just going to drink?
That's both. You're going out of state with a group of friends to do something.
We could drink bourbon in Michigan.
But Tennessee is like the birth.
It's
You
like
know
the
what I'm saying?
bourbon
Like, I
state,
mean, you
yeah.
can get the same drinks.
And you get
It's
to
really Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Okay, all right, Josh, whatever. Like, but I mean, just like to get out of state, to get out of the norm of everyday work life, to have
your little
catch,
bonding
yeah.
There's nothing like your own house. There's nothing like your own crib.
Okay.
So you just don't like trips.
No, how many trips we did? Listen, I'm with all things.
Okay, so
I'm
won't
with
you
all
do a
the
guy-
smoke, huh?
What's wrong with doing a guy's trip?
What's the point? It has to be a reason. See,
Okay.
we not just going like say if there's a Super Bowl or something, we're like, oh, we about to go watch the playoffs. We got tickets to the playoffs out of state. All right, cool. It's a purpose within that trip.
So it has to be a purpose.
Josh,
Josh?
I mean, I don't know. I've never done a guy's trip before. So I
Ever?
don't know how this works.
don't it has to be like a reason? Like if I'm going to spend some dough to go out of town, it's not to roam around.
Hold
It's
on.
not.
Didn't you go with us on our girls' trip and spent the weekend with your friend? That's kind of a guy's trip, isn't it?
That's not the same thing.
Why not?
You spend the weekend with.
So we went
I was
to
visiting
Florida.
my homie.
We went to Miami on a girls' trip.
I was
Myself,
visiting.
Andrea, and our other friend, and my husband
I used that as a chance to go
came
visit my
because his
homeboy.
friend stays in Miami,
Yeah.
and while we were doing our girls thing in Miami, he stayed with his friend for the weekend.
That wasn't a guy's trip. I just went to visit my homeboy.
Yeah, because the reason why that's not a guy's trip is because only one person was traveling.
Right. Where's the where's the
Isn't
guy's
that what
trip?
y'all do? Y'all all get together and y'all be like, yo, let's go over here. And then y'all all have to travel to get there.
Yeah, like I mean, like what?
Y'all all have to buy a plane ticket. Y'all all have to do something.
What's
to
the
get there.
reason
Okay,
behind
I got a
it?
question. Why was it okay for you to be our chauffeur driver for our girls' trip to Ohio, but you can't do a guy's trip?
Because I was security.
You were the driver.
I was
You
security.
were the driver. We paid you to drive us to the concert
That's
and
the
back
reason why right there.
to
He
the
got
hotel.
paid.
I had to pay my husband audience to be a chauffeur driver for our girls' trip.
I do this for a living. I'm not doing that.
And when
for
I
free.
tell you he
Sorry.
took his job seriously, he really did not interact with us at all.
It's like, I don't know.
He's like, I don't know these people. He literally drove us to the concert and back, and he did not have nothing to do with us.
Wasn't y'all supposed to be doing something crazy that night and then the
Oh,
night got ended early?
Oh, we went to sleep.
But also, it wasn't our fault. Cincinnati was packed.
What crazy
Everything
thing we
closed early,
supposed to
didn't
do?
it, Andrea?
Yes, everything was closed.
And Matt had no interest other than driving us around.
I heard that Matt was getting all set up in the hotel room, getting ready to record some
Yeah,
stuff.
I was
and then
recording.
He had
He
no
got a phone call. Yeah.
He had no interest in
Yeah, I was recording
engaging.
freestyles and
He had
everything.
no interest in engaging with us whatsoever. It was like I wasn't even his wife anymore.
I mean, if I conduct great business. If this is a business transaction, I'm gonna treat it that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. My job is to get y'all to y'all
It's
destination to get y'all
really
back.
funny how easily it is for you to disengage with me.
No, it ain't that.
Yes, when you was jogging the other day and I was walking, he acted like he didn't know me. He gave me like the white people smile. He was like,
I'm working out. What are you talking about?
he did, and I'm walking, doing my walk because I'm trying to walk more. And he's jogging, he's doing his route, and he just gave me like the white people nod. I was was like, oh, you don't know me now?
If I stop jogging, that stops my time.
I was like, wow. So we went to Cincinnati. I was like, I wasn't even married. He was like, all right, I'm going to drop you guys off at the concert. And make sure nobody talks to you. Don't worry, Josh, I got you. I ain't going to let nobody talk.
Yeah. Facts.
Any of the wives.
Facts. What's the problem here? Ain't that my job?
Us three, we ain't have to worry at all.
Ain't that my job?
But at the same
Cincinnati had nothing to be on.
it was nothing.
It was terrible.
horrible.
Like, it wasn't nothing to do,
horrible.
but like, my job was my job. I'm like, okay, well, taking Josh's wife, my wife, and somebody else's wife.
He did
So
not
if anything-
socialize. He stayed in the hotel
He
room.
did come out with us.
Yeah, because I security. So
Security, because he ain't want us going out at night
So,
by ourselves. But
why
that was
would I
it.
do that?
Other than
So,
that, he had his
guess what?
games. He had his handheld. He like, all right, y'all do y'all. Leave me alone.
guess what? This the thing
He was
about
so
that.
disengaged.
This is the thing about that trip. If anything happens, guess who gonna ask questions to me? All the dudes. So what happened?
All the
If something happened to
relatives.
Andrea, Josh would be like, yo, dog, you know what I'm saying?
And then people were staring at us. Remember, like
That
people
was
were
crazy.
staring at us. Like, who is this big guy with these three women?
That was crazy. You know what
It
I'm saying?
was crazy. Like, who is this guy? Like, you got three girls with you, and you out here trying to like make sure you don't walk with us. Like, it was like us three and then him in the back.
Yeah, I trail behind to make sure. And if stuff go left,
He didn't
that's
talk
when
to
I
us.
step in.
He didn't have nothing to say to us. He was like, he had his headphones. He was just like,
Listen, I'm play security. This the problem. Because it ain't just my wife on the scene. It's two other people wives.
But notice, in that trip, all three of y'all had to travel to the destination.
Right. Girls trip.
That's a girl's trip.
did you report back to Josh all your findings?
Did I?
You know,
Hey man, Dre got.
I just heard about it when y'all got back.
Oh, you did?
I just heard about it when y'all got back.
I
heard
can-
about how disappointing the city was. I heard
It was
about
terrible.
how y'all went
No
to sleep,
disrespect to the Bengals or the Cincinnati Reds.
even though they are. This is like a rerun of the Joel Kim Noah
You're so
talking
wrong.
about Cleveland.
Hey, look. I was there to play my responsibility was bigger than y'all's.
Oh my god.
You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
so funny because we were all jumping around like, oh, look at our makeup on. Da, 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 da. And he best like take his job serious. Like he got like FBI vibes. Like, don't talk to me. All right, people. All right, clear path. Clear
Josh,
path.
would you been upset if something happened to your wife on my watch?
Depends on the details of the story.
That means yes.
Josh will lose his mind.
It depends because I try to keep a level head about certain things and try to keep emotions out of stuff.
Key word is try. This is wife. So we not gonna do this. He would have been upset if something
Okay,
happened on my watch.
so what's the excuse for not engaging with us? Acting like you didn't
It ain't like
know
that.
us personally.
Listen, I didn't do that. Andrea, I did that.
Not to the extent that I was just saying.
No, but listen, when we were like walking and doing, we were like all talking to each other in that quiet headphones, just walking. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't had no conversation with us like that.
Want him to be in the conversation?
I'm his wife. Why wouldn't I?
Listen, y'all. Listen, I'm from the block. So if I gotta, listen, there's two different sides. If I have to engage into some sort of act to where I gotta demonstrate,
I feel like Josh would engage.
I'm in that mode. I'm not saying, who said Josh would
Josh would
engage?
engage. He would have had a conversation.
said-
You
Oh,
stayed in your room. Remember, like
You give me,
I was in there with the
Because,
guys.
like, I try not to be in the center of girls.
right, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that?
What are we talking about that is so girly?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, girls have a certain confidence amongst each other. Like when a dude steps in the room, it's like, let's wait till you do.
Right,
Matt would
exactly.
hurry up and put the headphones. If we were like engaging in girl stuff, Matt would be like, bloop, bloop, headphones.
Yeah, what's wrong
He
with
has
that?
no interest in like conversating. He like completely just goes silent.
Yeah, for what? I'm not in girls' business.
Would you do the same thing?
If I see like girls who like doing what they do, I'm gonna try to like flee the scene.
Right. What's wrong with that? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, so on that trip, like I said, I'm thinking about, my thoughts is not what y'all thinking about. Y'all just, I'm going to her concert. No. My job is, if anything go left, I got to demonstrate out here. You know what I'm saying? Because Josh's wife is on the scene, my wife is on the scene, and somebody else's wife on the scene. And if anything happened to these women, guess who they gonna holler at me like, yo, dog, what happened? They gonna ask me what happened.
Well, thanks to my husband and him taking his job seriously, no one came near us. No one came near us. We got,
and that's my job. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I got a question. Would either one of y'all do it again? Like, if we decide to do a girls trip, would either one of y'all be willing to be the escort? Josh, it'd be your turn.
My turn. Do I gotta drive y'all there?
Yes.
Am I getting paid?
Andrea was, when I tell you she was flabbergasted that I had to pay my husband, he was like, wait, what you mean you gotta pay him?
What did you pay me with? It wasn't even, you paid me with MLB The Show. Okay? Listen, let's not get this twisted. I didn't
give you cash?
No. I asked you, look, just grab me MLB The Show.
Just keep in mind, like, that's not gonna be my idea of fun.
Yeah, so I need something for this.
So you didn't have
because
fun.
that drive was what, 3.5 hours, and 3.5 hours back. Mind y'all, I went to GameStop. I'm gonna go to GameStop. It didn't say I was crossing into Kentucky. I'm like, I'm in Kentucky. While y'all up in there, I'm
he
like,
texted me. You know I'm in Kentucky right now.
I didn't know this. Like, we that deep in this, like, you know what I'm saying? And all I asked for was MLB The Show.
Okay, so Josh, next girls trip.
So that was
you got to be our
$60.
escort, and Andrea says she's not paying you.
That depends on where y'all going.
Well, you know, if we go somewhere within a 4-hour range, like Chicago or something, you go escort us.
First of all, if we going to Chicago, it's not just gonna be just for y'all pleasure. Chicago got too much going on for me to just be going there just to.
So Matt gotta go.
No, I mean, I'm not saying Matt got to go.
At that point, it's a couple's trip. It ain't even like a girl's trip.
I don't feel confident in y'all driving by yourself.
Why?
But Chicago is a different city than like.
Okay, so
there's a whole lot more that can, depending on in Chicago, because you know they got more of a rep than that.
Are you talking about negative or positive?
Okay, but I've been to Chicago on a girl's trip without you.
Well, downtown Chicago ain't crazy.
Matt, I've been to girls trip without you there to
Listen,
Chicago.
yo.
See, but here's the whole thing. The whole thing is girls by themselves.
Terrible idea.
Girls by themselves where there's a population of a lot of people there. Dudes.
Why is it a terrible idea?
Weren't your wife traveling years before she met you to other countries?
She was. And you know what? I couldn't stop nothing. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't have a say in that. But now I got a say in
And
it.
imagine, I got home safely each time.
Listen.
I didn't have nobody.
You're right. You're right. But
You can roll the dice wrong
did that
sometimes.
happen?
You can roll the dice wrong sometimes. You don't always land on black.
What is black?
You ain't never-
What's the other color?
Red.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But anyway,
He always bringing up metaphors that don't make
the
sense.
whole
Whatever,
point.
man.
The whole point is.
We're totally incapable.
The whole point is.
No one is saying you're incapable of anything.
That's
Josh
why
not
my
saying-
father loves my husband, okay? Because he
Listen,
knows.
What Josh is saying is facts.
The whole
Keep kicking
point
what you're
is-
saying, brother.
The whole point is, look, because I know the way a man's mind thinks.
Yes.
If I see a group of women out and about,
Hold on, hey.
I'm not saying me
Choose
myself.
these words. Okay, all right.
I'm just speaking in the hypothetical.
O.J. Simpson.
A group of dudes, a group of dudes,
Hypothetical.
or maybe a dude. You know, it's not that I don't trust y'all. I don't trust the outsiders out there. They gonna try some stuff. They may come up to y'all, trying to talk to y'all, trying to get y'all number.
Right.
The first no might not be good enough for him. You know what I'm saying? The first no might not be good enough for him.
So is that why the Vegas trip was such a big deal for you, Matt? Because he did not want.
Hold on, we not gonna do that.
It was a trip. Me and Andrea went to the Usher concert in Vegas.
Let me break the optics down.
And my husband had the hardest time. He was very upset.
Hey, listen. Hey. Let me break this down.
He still talks about it.
Can I break this down? Can I break this down?
Like I'm not grown. Like I'm not almost 40 years old.
We're married. So let me break this down. To go by yourself to go see a man on the stage sing, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We left.
We went to see Usher. It's not like it's a random guy.
This the thing. It's different until it's on the other end. So if I say, yeah, I'm gonna go see Jill Scott Dolo over there in Cali. You know what I'm saying? You like, wow.
Go ahead.
Go bye.
No, it's easy to say that because
you. It's not weird.
You listen.
Like I said,
it'd be different if you did that.
Vegas alone is
out of. We've been to Vegas, and so you already know how out of pocket that is.
Did anybody try to talk to us?
No, absolutely not a soul.
You stuck? What?
Not a soul.
And we met up with one of our friends and her husband.
I don't know these people.
We were gone literally one day.
24.
We literally went there the same day as the concert and flew back the next day.
Okay, so how long does it take for people that's involved in that life? How long does it take for them to kidnap somebody?
Exactly.
Okay.
You can apply that going to the grocery store.
We ain't gonna play these games.
It's
not a game. It's the truth.
Listen, you in Vegas.
Look,
that's the
difference is this. If something was to happen to you here, and I know where you at, I can drive to you within a matter of.
Not if I got kidnapped.
Yes, you can. Because
no, not if you're trafficked.
If you got that Life 360.
Oh, and guess what, homeboy? You can be trafficked just as well as I can.
What are you talking about?
They're not just trafficking women. There are trafficking men too. P. Diddy.
They're gonna have to. In order to traffic me, I have to be dead, pretty much.
Okay, so why can't I say the same thing?
We ignoring, okay? There's some fundamental differences here that we want to ignore.
So would you, if Andrea and I wanted to go back to Vegas?
Nah, we ain't do that. Was one time only.
Dang, you didn't let me finish.
No more of that.
Let's say somebody else had a.
I would go back for Bruno Mars.
Yeah, Bruno Mars had a show.
I don't care nothing about no Bruno Mars.
So what's gonna happen? You and Josh coming?
No.
I can't go.
Listen, Josh, can you back me up on this, please? Like, this is
so
not
what,
happening.
I mean, no, I'm asking you a question.
Like,
No, you saying he never answers stuff.
So I would prefer to be there.
Y'all could have came.
Bruno Mars makes some alright music.
I'm sorry. Did we not invite them?
We definitely did.
Hold up. First of all, there was no way that I could go because at that point in time when y'all was planning y'all trips, I was still working. There was no way that I could.
When I was there?
Not when you was there, but
they had just got back from a trip and he still had to work, so he couldn't take extra time off.
Right? Yeah.
They had just got back from Greece.
Oh, because I'm about to say, I thought because me and Josh did not exactly, we was worried about y'all the whole time.
They had just got back from Greece and he couldn't.
Let me tell y'all the stress that they put upon it. Probably. Hold on. Let me tell you.
Yeah, wasn't y'all living y'all best life playing basketball?
Listen, y'all. Can I say this?
Didn't they not answer the phone when we called them?
No, that's not. Wait.
Hold on. Did you call me?
Yeah.
I definitely have my phone right here.
And I was like,
I remember because they was at the court.
Yeah.
Y'all was at the court and y'all didn't even answer the phone because I called Matt and I was like, Matt, not answering. And then you called your husband and you was like, oh, Josh not answering either. And then Matt was like, oh, he was at the court.
Can I say this?
They was real worried about it.
I was giving Josh the business at the court.
Can I break this down?
It was hot outside.
Can I break this down?
Almost passed out.
Can I break this down? We was only at the court for what, Josh? What, about an hour?
And y'all didn't answer the phone.
If you call when we playing basketball, I can't hear my phone.
But you can't act like we ain't called.
But you was so worried about us.
Was we not?
Oh my God. We did have.
What would have happened to us if in that hour we would have got kidnapped and the police was trying to call you?
Let's not. Are you kidding me?
So are we trying to sidestep the fact that y'all would have been like a 4-hour plane flight away?
Right.
What, 4 or 5 hours? If
It's
you,
4 hours.
Whatever it is.
So,
For Florida?
So this is my thing.
Yeah, from Orlando.
This is my question. Are y'all willing to do a guy's trip if invited?
That's not a guy's trip. It's a couple's trip now.
No, not by us, but if y'all was invited by...
Depending on the situation.
It depends on who it is. Cause,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just going to be like, oh, yeah, there's some random dudes.
If we doing, if they single, no.
Okay, so they have
Absolutely
to
not.
Can two guys just go on a trip together? Because two girls can go on a trip
be...
together.
Yeah, we could.
But can two
Me and
guys,
Josh probably.
Because we went to Vegas together and we had
I
a
know,
blast.
Two girls can, but I'm
Me-
like, can two guys? Like,
I think me and Josh could do something,
Yeah.
but
Because what if
It'd be a
y'all...
purpose.
What if y'all was going to the finals?
that's not a trip. That's a destination.
Wait, hold up now. Hold up now, Isha. Did you just say the same thing or something different about like if Matt had Super Bowl tickets and he was like, yo,
Oh yeah, hold on. Wait a minute. Yo, hey, check it.
Guy's trip
Check
right
it.
there.
Check it.
Guy's trip right
Check
there.
it. Listen, y'all. Folks was upset. They don't even watch football. Now, mind you, I'm like, yo, if I win the tickets and I'm like to the Super Bowl, I'm like, if I take Josh, we go to the
Absolutely
Super
not.
Bowl.
Absolutely
She mad now. You don't even know
That's
what's
the
going
Super
on.
Bowl. That is like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Is football not foreign language to you?
Matt, listen.
Do you know what's going on when you watching? I want to know. Do you know what's going on when you watching?
I respect the amount of input and dedication Josh has to NFL, but if you literally took him to the Super Bowl without asking me if I want to go, I would be enraged.
And
First of all, if
Because
I had
nobody
Super
gets
Bowl-
to go to the, and I can guarantee you, he's not taking you.
I'm not saying he.
He's not taking you to the Super Bowl. He gonna take his wife. Any other man at the Super Bowl.
She don't want to go.
You see LeBron always takes his one.
Exactly. So, he
We
just
not
said
talking-
you don't want to go. So,
That's not true. I would go to the Super Bowl.
First of all, if we came up on some free tickets, my first move is to try to flip those because I'm gonna try to make the ends off of that because the Super Bowl tickets is like a couple of bands.
but if
get
you
some
couldn't
hands.
and you had to go,
It was a
you're
hypothetical.
not taking someone else
It was
over
a
your wife.
hypothetical, but what
Are
you-
you
I
going
wanna
to
know.
ask and jump ship and ask one of your friends over your wife to go to the
I'm
Super
asking
Bowl?
a question.
No,
Let
I'm
me ask
asking
you-
Josh the question.
Oh, okay.
Answer that question.
Is this her first football game?
Listen.
It doesn't
Because
Answer
she
the
never
question.
been to a football game
And
before.
it doesn't matter. It's the Super Bowl.
Are you going to watch the game or just to be
I'm
around?
not. Will you take? We know what you would do. Would you ask your wife, or ask someone else over your wife to go to the Super
I
Bowl?
tried to take my wife to the Battle of the Bands. She was ready to go home after like 3 seconds.
That is not the
Battle of
same
the
thing as the
Bands?
Super Bowl.
Word?
That is not the same thing. That is not
Battle of
even
the
the same
Bands? You know how
caliber.
cold the Battle of the Bands is?
You are acting like Matt right now.
The Battle of
You
the
are
Bands is cold.
no.
Like,
He's sidestepping the
4
question.
hours.
He's not answering the
And they
question.
were high school bands. They weren't even
Okay, you
college
know what?
bands.
Since Josh won't answer my question, would you be upset if he asked one of his friends to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
now, Andrew, let me ask you this. Man. Hold on. Do you know?
No.
I can follow a football game.
I'm-
Don't try to play me. Yes, I can.
Are you going to enjoy that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl. Who winning? It's
Do
history.
you care who wins?
Man, look.
So you just there
If
just
it's
so
the
I can
Lions-
say-
Man, look.
If the
You
Lions
let
are in
somebody
the-
get hit hard in a football game, she be like, oh, why he had to hit him like that? All that other-
Okay.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that in the stands while they watching the game. Okay?
Nobody's gonna hear me.
Everybody, like the row behind us, the row in front of us, the people beside us,
They're not gonna.
they gonna be all like, oh, and you gonna be like, why he hit him
So-
like that?
Let me ask you this. If me and Josh went to a Lions game alone, would y'all be mad?
No, I wouldn't be mad.
But you would be mad about the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Because
It's the
It's the
same game.
It is
not
the
the
biggest
same
sports
game.
event in
It's
the world,
football.
period.
Technically, it's
It
just
is
football.
the biggest sports event in the
So y'all
world.
just going for the concert.
What is you talking about?
You didn't even mention a concert.
But that's what always at
And
the
you
Super
don't even know who's
Is there not a
performing.
Super Bowl? Is there not a concert every time it's Super Bowl at halftime?
Yeah, and you do know who is performing.
They tell you well in advance.
That is really not the
Yeah,
reason
but you
why
have to
I
like
said I was going to the Super Bowl.
Like the whole year, this past season, The Usher Super halftime.
Word.
Okay, if Linkin Park played at the Super Bowl,
Linkin
you think
Park
I'm
is
gonna
fire. No.
you think I'm gonna be like,
Let's
oh,
not
Linkin
disrespect.
Park?
Linkin Park is fire. We're not gonna do that.
I do. I know.
Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes, don't act like they don't have other.
But I'm saying, I just want to know your purpose of going to the Super Bowl just so you say
it's
you was
the
there.
It's the Super Bowl.
So what you gonna do? Just screenshots the whole time, selfies?
Do you think I do that? First of all, do you think I do that?
Would you do it?
No, I'm gonna watch the game.
You're not
And
gonna
the
take a
people that
picture of
do
yourself?
that get
I'm
on
gonna
my
watch the
nerves.
game.
You're not gonna take a picture of yourself?
We just went to a
No.
concert.
You're not gonna take a picture of the
and
field?
people in front of us.
Yeah.
You're not gonna take a picture of being in there?
Yes, but I'm not a selfie.
So your
person.
camera is gonna be out.
I'm not.
This whole
yes.
selfie culture gets
So
me
if it's
upset.
just
It's
a game,
annoying.
if
It
it's just a
annoys.
game, then what's
Hold
the
on,
big
hold
deal
on.
about the Super
Says
Bowl?
the person who will post whatever pictures I take. Oh, I can post this for the podcast. Or I can post this for my page.
Did you just hear what you
Or I
said?
can post this.
Hold
So
on,
you
wait,
take
no, no, no.
advantage of that too.
What'd you say? The podcast.
All right, man. Crazy. Listen, all I'm saying is y'all folks better not get Super Bowl tickets and then bypass the wives.
Who said I would do
Did
that?
you not see that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond?
Well, who said I would
Did
do
you
that?
not see that episode?
Well, who said I would do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I never said I would
Watch
do that.
it. Everybody brought their wives to the Super Bowl. Raymond was an idiot and bought his friend, and they were looking at him like he was crazy.
I didn't say I would. So, how about the NBA Finals?
I'm going. I watched basketball. Like, I actually watched basketball before I even, years before I
See,
even met
I
you.
can understand her being upset with me for that more.
Yeah,
than
I'm like, you can't even say that. I watched basketball since I was
because
a
she watched
teenager.
basketball. and
All-Star
she can
game.
Know what's going on.
All-Star game.
Matt, I'm gonna
I
be.
don't even care about the All-Star game.
Yeah, it's
I'll-
whack.
Well, it's
All-
whack now.
whole All-Star
Wait,
weekend is whack.
2000's
2001.
All-Star game.
Now that
That's different.
Because
was different.
if you want to say guys trips,
It's always
those
something
are
like that
usually
behind
something like that. It's never
What
no
if it was like, hey, trying to get the guys together, go to Cali?
to do what though.
So what is your?
What married dudes? I just want to know, like honestly,
There's a bunch of married guys that do guys trips.
who?
I don't know who these
So what is?
Who?
So what is you guys' idea?
What are we gonna go to Cali for? Just to do what? Without our wives there? Seriously, I'm dead serious. Like what? Like what? Can you think of something?
I don't know.
Unless we go into a Lakers game, Clippers game, Kings game, Warriors game. Like I mean, what?
Said you wanted to go to California. So what
Yeah.
are you gonna do there?
So I know people that live there, so I can go visit them, and I can just check out the
Don't you
city.
know people that live there? Like, you
I got family, but I ain't close to them like that to be like, yo, I'm touching down. I just got family there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my family live there actually.
So what is you guys' idea of a guy's trip if you were to do that?
It's probably an event.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally an event. It's not no stuff to where it's like, oh, we just gonna go lounge here. If there's a vacation, how dudes move, well, most dudes. I'm not gonna
Because
say all.
single dudes, that whole motivation is different.
It's a different situation, and I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? So at the
Single
end,
dudes going over there and they, scouting the land.
word up. That's what it is, 100%. You know what I'm saying? So
As a married dude, like
I have no reason to do that.
I used to want to go to Brazil. Now that I'm married, like
Yeah, you can't do that, homie. Like, at the end of the day, like there's no way. Nah.
So why is it different?
But y'all do it, married and all.
So what do you think makes girls trip special?
It's the bonding. Dang, why you laughing? Dang! Why you laughing?
we just did a segment on friendship. We just did
Get
a
out of
segment
here.
on friendship.
That's a lie. What are you talking about? Bonding? Y'all was just talking.
We just did a segment on friendship.
Okay.
You said bonding?
Why is that so funny?
Bonding?
Why don't you believe it?
Josh, bonding?
I would think if you really bonded the way you want to, I would be seeing some of these females' faces.
You know what I'm
on a
saying?
regular
Like, what are
basis
you
when I
talking
come-
about?
when
Like,
y'all come back home.
are you kidding? Look, man, look.
If me, Andrea, and some of our mutual
You
friends,
talk. That's Andrea. I know.
if me, Andrea, and our mutual friends, when we went to Miami, that was a girls trip.
But Andrea is like family.
Yeah.
Josh's family.
Yeah.
Some random.
No, me, Andrea, and our other friend went to Miami for a girls' trip. That was still a good bonding moment for us.
Bonding?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
I ain't seen
I don't
that girl
understand.
since.
What you talking about? We still both talk to
I
her.
ain't
What
seen
you,
that
I
girl
literally
since.
just hung out with her 2 weeks ago.
Like,
What are you
bonding?
talking about? Just because you haven't seen, she ain't your friend.
We all were together
Yes.
a few weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Yes. And I just hung out with her not too long ago, a couple weeks ago
Listen.
A
together.
few weeks ago, we was
Yes.
together.
But why is bonding so funny?
Yes. What is the issue?
Because what are you talking about?
we get to talk about our lives.
So you about to talk reckless? That's what you doing?
No.
That's what you saying?
Oh my
Like,
God.
oh, they don't do nothing. This is what he don't do.
No.
He don't do this. I do this.
We don't
He
do men bashing
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Look,
don't bash you.
If a guy, listen, at the end of the day, if a guy do a trip, it's to go to an event. It's literally a destination and all that. It's not just to go out there just for no reason.
And
Like,
it brings us closer.
but
It's
listen,
bonding. It brings us
even
closer
when you
as
even
friends.
even when you talk about single dudes, it's a purpose. So we all gonna go out here and try to lay the
So what
Mac
are y'all
down.
talking
And
about?
you have
Right.
that shared experience for life. You be like, oh, remember when
Life?
We can reflect and look back and look at
Experience
pictures.
for
Like,
life?
oh my God, I
What
remember
are
that.
y'all
What do
talking
you
about?
mean?
What are y'all talking about?
Matt don't even care about the experiences that Matt don't. When is the last time you probably looked at any pictures of us when we were on vacation?
that they find out so funny?
Have you?
Is there a tattoo on my neck? of you?
Have you looked at any?
That's the
Have you
experience.
looked and reflected on any pictures of us when we were on vacation?
What are you talking about? Listen,
Have
I
you?
appreciate.
Yes or no?
Let me break
Yes
that down.
or oh my God! See, remember example of not answering the question.
Let me
Answer the question. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you.
Let me tell
Josh,
y'all
have
something.
you
She on some
looked
trash.
on
Hold on.
as many
Wait a
coun-
minute.
No, because you don't
we ain't-
answer questions.
I'm about to answer.
As
Let me-
many-
Can I answer the question?
As many countries
answer the
that
question?
you and your wife have visited.
Can I answer the
do
question?
you ever look at pictures and
Oh, so you gonna
reflect
bypass
on
me
y'all
and-
experiences and it?
Oh, that's how we
it,
do
it
this?
brings something to you.
Y'all
Have
see this
you ever done
disrespect?
that?
I'm gonna let this slide, though.
Have you ever done that?
Because I got the pictures in my own phone gallery, I do go back and look at them.
Do you?
For what? I
They're
appreciate.
memories.
I have it in my brain already. See,
But I bet you will scroll through. You literally went back to the Boston game just a minute ago. And
What does
reflected
this
on,
have to-
And reflected on that. Did you not?
Hold on,
did
wait a
you
minute.
not go
Get-
back
hold
last week and
me-
to this and you literally remember that game do you not do that?
On the
do you not?
F&S
You get the app, right?
on
You
the
got the
app-
NBA app and you go back on
on-
2002 games and you reflect on that. But you can't reflect on trips we took
on the
together as a
F&S
couple?
network, on the F&S network, which is the F&S podcast,
Exactly.
infused in the F&S network, we have to break down the past.
We also got to tell the truth. Answer the question.
I know
Y'all keep
everything.
it real, right?
Yes.
All right. So why is it so easy for you to reflect on past NBA games, but you can't reflect on past trips that we take?
Do I not reflect when we talk?
No.
Yes, I do.
When?
I'm like, that New York trip was cold.
No, you don't.
That DR trip was super cold.
Okay.
We was
You know
just
what?
talking about like, yo, we need to go back. You know what I'm saying? Because that was, that was a
So why can't
staple.
Why can't?
But why I gotta look at
why
pictures?
can't women do that?
I want to go there in the physical. I don't want to see
Why
pictures.
can't we as women?
You know what I'm saying? I want to go in the physical.
Why can't we as women do that?
Do what you do.
Okay.
Don't put me in it though. I want to go in the physical. I don't care about no pictures. I want the real thing.
Why wouldn't you care about pictures? Those bring up memories.
Because it stresses me out. That's like sitting there.
Why
looking
would it
at,
stress you
That's
out?
like looking at screenshots.
What are you talking about?
Don't try to play me.
I'm asking you a question.
It's like looking at screenshots, like the new NCAA coming out, college football, right? I'm seeing screenshots. I want to play that. I don't want to just look at it. I want to play that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like pictures. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about all that. You know what I'm saying? I want to go. If I see a picture, I want to go back. I don't want to look at it. It's depressing.
What in the world?
That's your answer. You should answer questions. That's the answer.
Okay, so my question is this: if you were offered to go on a guy's trip, would you go?
Depending on what it is and who it's with.
What would it?
What?
Yeah.
Where would you go? on a guy's trip?
Good question.
That's guess what? That's upon approval of your wife.
What?
Josh, do you agree with that?
Just speaking out loud.
Do you agree with that? No.
Yes.
That's a
Nobody's
setup
gonna
question.
get in trouble or whatever.
No, please. For you to say that,
No, because
that's a setup.
That's what you said.
Nope.
That prompted me to say that.
Hey, listen, it's all about approval.
Okay, so assuming you had approval.
And that don't mean I'm a sucker. That's just about respecting.
Assuming you had approval, where would you would you do a guy's trip and where would you go?
I don't know. It depends what it is, man. Like, I'm serious.
What would you like to do then?
Okay, let's say one of your homies get married and they want to do like a guy's trip to celebrate.
Like, now, am I in the wedding or am I just going?
You're in the wedding.
In the wedding, that don't matter where it is because I'm in the wedding.
Yeah, would you go?
I'm in the wedding. I have a duty.
No, I'm asking you, would you go?
Okay, you're not in the
like
wedding.
You're not
I'm
like
not in the
best
wedding-
man, but you're just like one of the rules. Okay.
Now, how close is this guy to me?
Pretty close enough for to ask you to go on a trip.
Then I'm rolling.
Okay,
If
so
this
you're
is-
willing to go on. You're willing to do a guy's trip.
But you just proved my point. That's a destination and a purpose.
No,
I'm going to a wedding.
I mean, it's just to have fun and celebrate.
Oh, is a wedding really fun?
I mean,
Is a wedding really fun?
That's really going to celebrate the dude's last days of sleep.
Right.
yeah. Would
That
you
sound
go-
like a
would-
funeral. No, I'm saying like that sounds. It don't sound positive.
That's
like,
the way they do it, though. I
like,
mean,
at
like
the
you
end
look at it like everybody be on party. Yeah, your bachelor party. We need to do this.
I didn't have one of those. Did you have one?
Yeah, did Josh.
You had one? You had one
I
though?
don't consider it.
I had a version of one.
It
but
wasn't nothing crazy, though, was
wasn't
it?
nothing.
Oh.
Like,
It wasn't the traditional, like the
No, it was whack.
dang. But didn't y'all go play golf on yours? So is that considered whack? Like what did y'all?
I had another one too.
Oh, you had two?
Yeah, she had two.
I didn't go to that.
Word?
Did I?
Oh,
Who went with that?
I was like a whole separate one. It was
And you didn't invite the person who was in the wedding.
hey, we ain't gonna do all that. It's all good. We just talked about this.
I'm literally
Then
in her wedding.
Then you just talk about how
that's
folks can do different things.
That is different.
Didn't you just
I
say
am
that?
in her wedding,
The
and she asked
hypocrisy.
me out. Like,
That's hypocrisy right
did
there.
you even ask me?
Didn't ask anybody. They play.
Oh, okay, that's different, man.
Look
Somebody
here, man.
else had planned it.
Listen, at the end of the day, if I got invited to my homeboy's wedding. I didn't talk to him in a few years. Called me, invited me, I rolled up. It was on the same day 2K dropped.
At that point, it's not
I
about
literally
me.
complained about that.
It was literally on the same day, and somebody didn't show up because of that
He said,
too.
why would he have a wedding day 2K drop? He should know better than that. He know that.
He was laughing about that though. He
I'm
knew.
like, why do
I'm
you
like,
can't
dog.
support your
Why would
friend?"
you have a wedding the exact
We know
same
Josh
day
ain't
2K
doing
dropped?
that. Josh ain't about to have no event when anything sports related that he watches drop out.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm
No,
just,
on our wedding day, wasn't it? Was that?
it was.
Something was happening.
It was. I think it was like an opening day for college football or something.
Did you watch some of it?
I was trying to keep up with it. I was sitting there wondering, and then look, everybody else that was at the wedding, I was like, yo, what's going on?
His wedding day.
Because
His actual wedding day. He's trying to figure out what's going on with the college football.
I didn't pick that. I didn't pick that day.
Ooh, child.
Andrea picked that day.
I definitely didn't, and we don't need to revisit that subject.
Okay.
I didn't pick the day.
Okay.
I know I
Okay.
didn't pick the day.
Okay.
I
That
didn't
sound.
pick the day.
That sound. That
I
sound a
would have been
little.
looking at schedules and being like, oh, we played this day. Really? Okay, so we gotta have it. I didn't pick the day.
Look here, man.
It was a beautiful day, you guys.
Listen, at the end
Did
of the
you
day,
catch any of the game?
No. I didn't catch none of it.
listen, we went to the wedding. It was a nice official event. I had to wear a suit.
And y'all,
I hate
and you
suits.
danced with me.
You
He sure did.
No, I was at a different wedding. I didn't dance you at that wedding.
Yes, you
I danced
did.
you at some strange person.
It
I
was
don't.
Andrea's wedding. It was or was it our other friend's wedding?
It was somebody's wedding. I didn't know who they was.
No.
I didn't know who these people was.
No,
at all.
He slow danced with me at y'all wedding.
I didn't see none of that.
Exactly. I didn't. It wasn't at that wedding. It was somebody else's. Was it Dre's wedding?
Because we didn't have no slow dances.
Yeah, I think it was.
I didn't. We did a little something. I'm like, let me go ahead and step outside of my box. This ain't what I do. So I'm just gonna do this.
Would you slow dance at our anniversary party? Because I mean, this is the thing. We want to have an anniversary party at our 15 years.
If I got it,
we are going on our 13th.
If I
year,
got
so
mob,
it's coming up sooner than you think.
If it's the mob,
oh my gosh,
thing.
Yeah.
And what slow
actually,
dancing?
By next February, we should probably be looking at place and putting a down payment.
And what slow dancing is involved with the mob?
Already.
You covering the mic like folks can't hear you.
No,
like
I'm
that's
saying
crazy. Like what are you doing?
13 years already, so the time just flies by.
Okay, but what I'm saying
So
is,
would you slow dance with me at our 15 years?
it is what it is, man.
Oh, he will.
The mob people got romance going on too.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's
I will
why they be
crack.
having all
Listen,
them
can
kids.
I break this down? Somebody's head to get split open over my wife, no doubt.
Okay,
That don't mean I have to
be.
be slow dancing and spinning around on the floor because of that. That don't mean I don't love my wife any less because I don't want to slow dance and all
First
of
of
that.
all, you got to think in today's world, it is rare to make it to 15 years.
But
And
that's
it's literally about you. Like it's your party.
That's about us.
word. So we got to compromise on that.
So you can slow dance. Okay. Anyway, back to
Yeah,
guys and
so we
girls
back
trips.
to these trips, man. 'Cause
But
I don't know what's
think
going on here.
girls take it to another level just because it's different when girls are talking amongst girls versus when you have
Right,
your husbands or you have men around.
right, exactly. Y'all be violating.
How? How do we violate?
Y'all definitely be violating.
How? Please tell me. How do we violate?
He don't do this. I can't
You
just
in
sit.
the room
I don't
during the
need
girls'
to.
trip,
Listen, I don't need to be in the room. I got bat ears. I ain't. Listen, man.
So you saying you and Josh don't talk about y'all wives?
Nah. Josh,
No,
do we
not
do
at all.
that?
Not at all.
well,
Exactly.
I do know.
I'm sorry.
guys
Don't
that
your
do.
other BFF talk about all his relationship or friendship woes with girls all day? That's you talking him off the ledge like every time.
Listen, let me tell you something. That's a different situation. And I'm talking, you said wives. So we gonna Euro step Manu Ginobili off that topic there. And we gonna go where we was at. And at the end of the day, me and Josh don't be doing that.
So you don't talk about relationships at all.
I don't talk about nothing Andrea do. He don't talk about nothing that you do.
I don't
Exactly.
do anything. I'm perfect.
Pretty much.
Am I not? Am I not?
Here on the F&S Network.
But it's just a certain understanding that the same sex has with one another.
Right.
So it's nice to just have that separation sometimes.
Yeah,
And to have
Right,
people
so
that have
I gotta
those
get away-
similarities and like.
I gotta get away from
commonalities.
my husband.
But you know how men do that?
Uh,
We have a drink. We watch the game. We play the game. You know,
Exactly.
that's how that normally works.
So in conclusion, there is no reason for y'all to have a guys trip, basically.
Unless it's a destination.
Okay.
I'm not saying that there can't be no reason for it. It's just that it just doesn't happen.
If there's a reason, like if there's like if we going for a reason, it has to be a reason because money is spent, time is spent. You don't waste no time.
So you feel like we're wasting money and time when we go on our girls trip?
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
you do what we were talking about.
Yeah. You said we
Knowing
took
what
out
you
millions.
talking and doing is two different things.
No, I'm asking you because it's not like we go and stand and be huddled up.
Do y'all
in the hotel
not-
like, yeah, girl, let's talk about our husband.
Do y'all not be cooking the husband?
No.
Putting
We
folks
go,
on the grill?
Like, literally, we have itineraries. We try to hit up different spots, events, restaurants.
It's more enjoyable without us though, right?
I'm not gonna say the topic doesn't come up.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
don't bash.
Thank you for admitting that.
We don't
Thank
bash
you. See, listen, man.
husbands
Let me tell y'all something, man. Listen. You know what I mean? Let me tell the
And
people.
I'm not even saying us in
Hey, listen.
particular.
For the listeners, I've been around a little bit. I'm not 70, but I've been around a little bit. I know what folks be talking about. You know what I'm saying? They get away from husbands and they just open like a valve, like.
So what bad would I say about you?
You be talking crazy. Oh, the finances, this.
And I say it in your face.
All they gotta do is listen to the other episode.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? So I mean, that's what these are the things that occur.
Okay. And
So
we can't do that into y'all face.
And not to the degree y'all do alone.
We don't.
Okay.
I don't talk trash.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm not gonna believe
Wow,
that for
so
a
you
second.
think that just the world evolves around you?
It ain't
Huh?
about
Like, all
me.
I can think about in my life is how to talk about my husband.
That's a smoke
like, I don't got
screen.
nothing else going on.
That's a smoke. That's what you call there is a smoke screen.
Explain.
That's not what I think.
No, explain.
That's not what I think.
Explain. If you gonna say
But
it's
there's a
smoke
certain
screen,
segment. There's a certain
explain.
segment.
No, go back. How
If
is
you
it
let me
smoke
actually
screen?
get the words out.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Let me get the words out.
Okay.
Because you don't want to hear the real. So, at the end of the day, when y'all done doing whatever girly things y'all doing, I ain't saying it's the whole day, but y'all be liking to cook y'all significant others. Point blank, period.
Wait.
Y'all be liking to cook folks.
What girly thing? Do you think we paint each other toenails and
Who said
put
that?
masks
You
on?
just put it out there. I didn't say that. You said that. I didn't say that. You said that. Is that what y'all do? I never said that. You said that. Come on, don't get into this with me.
What girly things are we doing on the girl?
Know what I'm saying? What y'all doing?
What
Because you just said some of it. I didn't say that. You said it.
What I say, honey?
Know what I'm saying? Painting nails and all. I
I
never
said,
said
do you
that.
think we're doing that? We've
I never said
done
that.
that.
I never once mentioned that ever. Not once. You said that.
We've
So is
never
that
done
something that y'all do?
No.
Okay then. So
We've
I
never
mentioned it.
even went to
Okay,
a-
so let us be the fly on the wall. What do y'all be talking about?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we check out different.
Andrea said the topic pop up.
No,
Yeah,
we,
that's what
on
she
girl,
said.
no, on girls trips we
They
literally
can rewind
check
this 2
out
minutes.
different.
Right, you know what I mean?
No, I'm telling you now. On girls trips we check out different events we want to go to.
Something that
and-
guys do.
And restaurants we want to go to, and like lounges and
So
stuff like
a
that.
place that a husband be like, why are we going to this restaurant spending all this?
Hold on. Time out. You said that y'all be looking up places that y'all want to go to, restaurants that y'all want to go to.
Yeah.
I know this woman right here. All of that would be planned in advance before y'all got there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We looking it up, and then we're.
But that's not what he's asking. And that's not what I'm asking either. When y'all get to y'all destination and y'all have that time in between going to those spots and y'all get to talk, what's the subject?
Exactly.
Talking about what's going on in our
Yeah, and mostly,
Oh.
well, hold on, and mostly we've been about work.
Listen, let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
like for the most part, like especially us and our other, especially me and my other friend, mutual friend, we've been about work most of the time. We
You-
may sprinkle in y'all a little bit, but it
So
ain't.
let me
like
tell you
that.
what a sprinkle means when a woman. A sprinkle means a puddle.
The same way 15 minutes means an hour.
A sprinkle means a puddle. So whatever y'all want to get off y'all chest, because with the husband, you know what I'm saying, it's going to get combated. It's going to get combated. So with the friends and the females, y'all all in agreement and in unison. You know what I'm saying? It's not exactly in unison with the husband. And you know that. It's okay.
Honey,
I understand
our
that.
relationship is not that entertaining for me to really be like having long
Okay,
conversations.
you get your information from Tyler Perry.
I know, like, what are you
I
talking
don't
about?
watch-
We have.
I don't watch Tyler Perry.
It is very.
I don't
routine.
need
I have
Tyler
nothing
Perry.
To talk about like that.
I don't need Tyler Perry for that.
I have nothing to talk about.
We can
like
go
that.
back to earlier episodes on this podcast.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing else.
So you're saying husbands never talk about their wives, like ever?
Josh, do we do that?
We haven't had the one day where we talk
Exactly.
about y'all yet.
Okay, well then we won't talk about y'all then. Shoot, we gonna have not one that more
ain't
day
never done
afterwards.
negative. It's
After
always
today ain't not. We ain't gonna Andrea. After today, not one word.
You guys can look
Not
at us
one
and
word.
y'all can tell what the subjects are.
we don't talk reckless about y'all.
I really
You
can't.
don't talk reckless about
We
It's
don't-
always
we don't either.
in concern,
Oh, see, I
about
don't
what's-
talk about us.
in a loving, concerning way.
Like what?
The most we talked about was like, damn, when was it going? You know what I'm saying? When y'all was in Vegas looking at Usher gyrate across the stage.
You really have an issue.
And
with
we was at the crib, really like, we couldn't even focus on what we
Y'all,
was supposed to
So
focus on.
what was the thoughts going through your head?
Like, are they safe?
That was the main thing.
Are they safe?
That was the main thing. It was like
that. Josh wasn't worried. He was
Yes, he
just-
would.
if something was to happen,
Josh was
because
yeah.
The same thing. Look, the same thing. Hold on, bruh. Didn't the same thing
Yeah,
happen
I'm
in the
worried about
DR
it.
when they went on that excursion? It was going long. Like, where are they at? We up there.
That was crazy.
That I can
That I can
understand.
understand.
We up
That I
there.
can understand.
We up there.
real.
Because if we
We
said
had
the
any cell service.
We
said,
there's no way
I was
communication.
like, that is
Yeah.
going to kill me.
We up there asking folks,
I was
like,
like,
yo, what
oh
time?
my gosh.
Yeah.
I literally was nervous. I was like, Matt is going to freaking flip the script.
Like, I don't know what it is.
I knew
but,
that
like,
was happening.
Do
I
y'all
knew that
not
was
think
happening.
that the world is a real place?
Seriously,
yeah, y'all right about. I mean,
There's
I
no
ain't gonna,
excuse
I can't take
there.
that.
We like, yo,
I ain't got no
dog, like,
excuse.
what's going on? We up there asking the front
I
office.
forgot all about that.
I ain't got no
man.
excuse.
Like,
There
Yeah,
was
that,
no-
that was
I was
crazy.
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
There was no enjoyment.
Yes.
Yes,
back.
you guys got
Yeah,
back.
Late.
Yes.
You
We-
guys were supposed to be back at a certain time, and we sitting here looking at
They
the clock
had
like, what's
Matt
going
was
on?
about to. Matt and Josh was losing their mind.
There was
I ain't
no
gonna lie.
enjoyment. We was sitting there waiting at the front.
Yeah, I kind of
like,
figured that. I'm not even gonna
what
lie,
is
I knew
this?
that was gonna
So while
happen.
y'all talking greasy,
I knew the whole time. I was like, Matt losing his mind. Him and
There's-
Josh. I was like, they probably cussing out the folks at the front office. Like, I already knew that was happening.
there's no. So why you talking
got me on
slick?
that one.
You know what I'm saying? The
No,
concern.
I ain't talking slick on that one.
It's
Y'all
more
on that one.
concern.
Y'all got me on that one.
It's more concern than talking crazy. There is no talking crazy. It's more concern.
'Cause
Y'all,
y'all didn't even eat like dinner.
No,
or
not
anything.
really.
Yeah.
No,
If they had some drink, they definitely pregame.
Ooh.
we to calm nerves. To calm nerves.
It's always an explanation.
No, that's
He
what.
has
Is there
explanation
not
for
supposed to be one? See, it's the thing. When you give an explanation, when they ask a question, they say I don't ask questions. What's the explanation?
You always
If
have
I don't
a story,
answer, if they don't answer,
explanation,
hold on, wait. If I don't answer questions, what's the
a
explanation? then?
breakdown,
Please
a
answer that.
play-by-play. You know, it ain't never like straightforward.
Cut and dry.
No, ever. I
Nothing.
gotta break it down first. Hold on.
Nothing in life
I'm
is
answering
cut-
your question in 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, like I said, guys and girls trips is different.
they definitely did.
If a guy go on a trip, it's a destination and a purpose and a reason. Y'all go, I have no
It's
idea
a
what
purpose
y'all
and a
do.
reason. We want to get away. We want to relax. We want to bond. We want to spend more time with
And you can't do that at home?
It's
It's just different.
it's just
Why is it different?
because you get to really break away from like the norms of everyday life.
And it's just y'all.
Yeah.
Like, you're not like, oh, I gotta get home at this time. Like, it's just y'all.
Yeah, you get to
for
really
whatever
just kind of disconnect. Like
So y'all
really
be
just
like all in the
disconnect.
same crib.
If you have an Airbnb,
Yeah, like
Sharing
we shared the room. We all
We share
shared
a
the
hotel
hotel
room.
room. Yeah, we didn't get separate hotel
that's
rooms.
another thing that guys don't do.
Oh, y'all get separate hotel rooms?
Absolutely.
We ain't sleeping next to each other. Hey,
What type of question is this? Like, I
come on.
I didn't ask it as a question. I said that as a
Because
statement.
when we like went to Miami, we had 2 beds, and Andrea and our other friends slept in one bed, and I slept in the other bed, and it was perfectly fine.
Okay, so would y'all get one hotel room?
No.
And have 2 different beds?
Yeah,
Can you
like
sleep in
yeah,
different
can you do
beds?
that? Not in the,
Is
yeah,
that
like
weird?
two queen beds, like one room.
That's
Matt,
weird.
don't you want to save money?
That's weird.
How's that
Why is it
weird?
weird?
Like y'all literally
You
legit.
lived with guys before.
Yeah.
roommates, listen,
See,
I hear what you're saying
The
here.
difference between
Listen.
that and the hotel room is that
You had your own room in
he
that
had a room
apartment.
where he could
You know what I
close
mean?
the
Yeah, like I don't want to leave the room. We can leave it at the same time, and people think that, and people think that we
No, listen. We ain't gotta do all. Listen,
suspect.
Okay.
if this brother want to be by himself and just maybe he talking to you and y'all doing what y'all do, talking with. He don't want to do that around me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do that around him. You feel what I'm
So
saying?
y'all really gonna get like separate rooms?
Yes. If I'm talking to my wife after hours, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think I necessarily want to do that around my
See,
man.
For us, it's like as long as there's pull-out bed. Like if it's enough people, we all piling up in the same room.
But y'all all be like sitting there listening to each other's conversation though.
Yeah, like I don't want to listen.
No, we don't do that. I don't listen to
If he
But the others do.
No,
listen,
don't nobody listen to.
Listen.
No, we don't listen. Like you talking about, we on the phone with our husbands? Oh no. we
If
don't.
y'all sharing a room,
No, we don't do that. Not unless
Yeah, okay.
unless it's something light and we're all like talking. I'm talking. You know, I'm talking.
I know we did, but like
listen, man.
Y'all,
it wasn't on no like
yeah, no,
super.
like personal. Like
Yeah, that's
that's
cool,
no
but
private
listen,
stuff.
Yeah.
folks like their privacy. Me and Josh should get separate rooms. It's just that simple.
Okay.
There's nothing personal. He probably look, man. He want to be alone, sleep comfortably,
Yeah,
dolo.
we're not getting separate.
You know what I'm
rooms.
saying?
That's not happening.
Good for you.
We're gonna sleep in your own bed as long as you're able to sleep in your own bed.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Own bed.
Maybe
look.
maybe I like the TV on when I sleep.
Sharing the bathroom a problem?
Good question.
That's not as much of a
Not
problem
necessarily.
for us as it is for y'all.
Yeah, because
But-
athletes take a shower all in the same place and
But-
just do what they do and
But,
leave.
But you can't share a
Let's
room
just say
with
this.
2 separate beds.
Women have always been able to do things different than men can, and people look at it with a straight face, like it's no big deal. But 2 dudes, no.
Yeah, y'all can walk around each other naked and all that.
Yeah, y'all can do all of that.
But
And
we
it's all
don't.
good.
We don't.
You said you do.
I don't walk around naked around Andrea.
You
and
said it's
Andrea
all
doesn't
good,
walk
like it's nothing.
around. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, they do, like if I was at the gym or something like
Right.
that. Like
You
it's
keep proving my
nobody's-
points here.
Nobody's.
You
but
always-
if me and Andrea are sharing a hotel room, we're not doing that. Like folks out here getting dressed in the bathroom privately.
Listen, at the end of the day, bottom line, we getting separate rooms.
Okay.
Point blank,
That's
period.
a waste of money. And you
How's it a waste?
'Cause you get
your
2 beds.
privacy and
You get 2 beds.
listen. I'm the type I can have the TV on or something, have the volume up. That might bother this brother.
Josh don't care as long as it's the game. You think he care? If the game is on,
Look, when I'm tired, I'm falling asleep. I don't care what.
he don't care.
Listen, folks like their privacy.
For real.
We link back up in the morning like, okay,
They're
you
not
up?
on that shit 'cause they spend too much money.
How is it spending? Rooms ain't that expensive. What type of luxury room you think?
I'm not about to stay in no cheap, dirty hotel.
What's the high, Josh?
It gotta be 4
what type of
stars or
room
higher.
you need to
I'm
be
sorry.
The only room I need to be in that it has a bed, it has a
Exactly.
shower.
So
Good
you're
for
staying
you.
in like a Super 8?
A red roof in.
If it came down to it, I mean,
Child,
That's the difference.
I'll come back home before I
You see what happens? As long as that bed clean, and I can, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
the
I'm
person who has an attitude if he flies coach.
Can we explain this, please?
Don't let them not have pre-check.
Can I
Look at all the peasants behind them.
No.
Because
I
pre-check
explain
came
this?
in. Pre-check came in good handy when we was leaving Florida, and we saw all them folks in line in regular TSA, and we got to just slide on through pre-check and not miss our
You
flight.
throwing asterisks in this, and this ain't the same. Like,
So you can sleep in a dirty hotel, but God forbid we fly coach somewhere.
Hold up now. You
Complain
didn't
about
say
the
dirty.
leg room.
exactly.
say dirty.
Didn't I just say
I'm sorry.
clean?
Is Super 8
As long
red
as
roof
they're-
being clean? I'm sorry. Is
But
they clean?
if you
I'm
heard
not the
what I
one that said
Is
Super
they
8
clean?
red roof. She's the one that said roof red.
and you
All
said
I
if I had, you said
Uh-huh.
what you say?
All I said is that it needs to have a bed, bathroom, and television.
Okay, isn't that
That's all
a
I
motel?
need. Why do I need all the other stuff? I just need to
I'm
sleep.
sorry. Okay, well then you don't need to fly premium.
I don't want my
on
knees
Delta.
touching. I don't want my knees touching.
You
other
don't
seats.
need to fly premium in Delta. Then you can fly coach with the rest.
This is
of
the
us.
problem with debating because this is the thing.
No, I'm asking you. No, because you legit. Even like when we go out of the country, you check out the room. Oh, this nice shit. This nice. Hey, what you mean they ain't got no full bar? Where the liquor at?
I've never said that. I have never said that.
Matt,
You're lying.
Matt, we went to Mexico.
You are lying on the
All you talked about
airwaves.
was in the DR. We had bottles at full.
In the DR, everything was
All inclusive.
everything was all inclusive.
Everything was all inclusive.
Mexico was not all inclusive.
We paid for the all inclusive package.
BS. We did not. We paid for it, but we still paying for stuff. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what about Jamaica? That didn't have a full bar. You was mad because they just gave us like free soda. You was like, "Where's the liquor at? Why ain't
Why
they bringing
you-
us bottles?"
Put respect on my name.
I'm
Word
just
to
asking
Birdman.
you. Like it's kind of like weird.
That was not. I didn't do that. I was drink. They had them sugary drinks, and you had an issue, and you was sick just as much as I was. So let's stop this.
Yeah, we was sick the whole time in Jamaica.
Don't you trying to make up stuff to win?
No, but you was looking for the same standards when we was in the DR.
Listen,
when we went to Jamaica.
The DR was the number one resort I was at. So if I go to the number one resort, I'm gonna want that if I'm paying for all inclusive.
but
what's
you
the
said
issue?
You can stay in the Super 8.
I can, but I'm not paying for all
But
inclusive
you
in the Super
You
8.
can't fly coach.
Am I paying for all inclusive
You
in the
can't
Super 8?
fly coach.
How much the Super 8 cost?
You
$40?
can't fly coach.
Let me ask you a question.
You can't fly coach.
Can I ask you this question?
No, answer the question.
No.
Can you fly coach?
Depending on the situation. Do I got
Wait.
an outside seat?
Yes.
I can fly coach.
Okay. Well, guess what? We go on coach when we go to the cruise. So I'm just letting you know that. And we're not selecting our seats.
You're lying, because. Oh, that's what we doing? So y'all just want to spring this on me like this? Y'all just want to spring this? That's how we doing this?
Don't even. No, I'm not taking the blame. I called you and I asked you, do you want main?
Oh, so you want to
cabin
spring
between
this?
seats?
So you want to spring
Don't
this?
even blame it on me.
So
'Cause I know how y'all travel.
you act like I can sit between folks. Huh.
We don't know where we sit.
Very interesting.
We don't know where we sit at.
Very interesting. You tell me
Maybe
this on the
we can
net.
upgrade. Maybe we can upgrade.
You tell me this on the airwaves. You don't tell me this in private. You could have been told me
All
this.
I remember is you asking me the flight time.
No, don't try to lie.
No,
Y'all was
that's
talking
not it.
about this. No, y'all was talking about this.
No.
It's gonna be interesting drive home.
I called you and asked you. I was like, these are the price differences.
What was the price
between-
difference
for
between main
main
cabin and
cabin.
economy?
Hold on.
It's like-
Y'all can save that for like some other stuff.
No, whatever.
Oh, well, was it
Yeah.
a big price difference?
Yeah, it was a big price.
They're so expensive. They really trying to get over us on these flights. That's another
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
How are the airlines getting over on people? Because it is ridiculous how they're getting over on people.
No, we ain't gonna switch the topic.
Yeah, it's not even Christmas time.
No, we not gonna switch the topic.
And we got an indoor
Listen.
cabin on the cruise.
I'm not an average sized person,
And we got.
and you want me to sit
Are you
close?
okay with that?
It don't matter. I'm not an average sized person. I weigh 250 pounds, and I'm tall. So I don't. So let me tell y'all something. I don't travel for. Oh yeah, I just want to just be in this. I'm a certain height and a certain weight,
Is there any ladies?
and then you sitting in between strangers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the chances are.
Do you guys ever sit together when y'all do y'all flights? Y'all usually end up getting a seat together.
Yeah, if I book them together, we can get seats together.
One of us is getting the window, or one of us is getting the aisle.
It's only a 2-hour flight.
I don't want to hear that. You could have told me this live on the airwaves. You could have told me this. It would have been nice to know that information.
We can save that for off the air.
Nah, man, like you know, what I mean?
Y'all gonna
She
be
told me
talking
it on the air.
You gonna be talking about this on the way home. I already know
He's
this.
gonna fixate on this until we leave.
If I get an aisle, I will give you my eyes.
No, you ain't gotta do that.
I didn't know that.
You ain't gotta do that. No, I feel like I was left out of the situation.
Honey, you can get the aisle seat. If one of us get the aisle seat,
Nope.
except for Josh, he may not
Nope,
give
nope,
it up.
nope.
But if me or Andrea get the aisle seat, you can have the aisle seat.
This
They gonna have you.
this rocking. This was this.
Some lady.
I could upgrade my own seat.
Okay. You can
Well, I
always
mean,
upgrade.
yeah, I mean, because
you can
y'all
always
like
upgrade.
get to the airport
No,
like
no.
3 hours before the flight take off.
Ain't nothing
So
wrong with
are
that.
you saying that we're gonna get to the airport before y'all?
Most likely, yeah.
You absolutely.
Because that woman right there.
Oh, she'd be taking chances.
No, they're not going to lie.
I will upgrade my own seat if I need to.
Without me?
All I
Yep,
know,
You gonna leave me
because
behind?
you booked it without me. So if I gotta
He was
sit,
gonna say that.
if I gotta
You walked
sit,
right into that.
if I gotta sit while you sitting back there, all tight, I'll go sit in Comfort Plus.
Okay. But you sleep in the Super 8.
Yeah, I would.
That don't
makes
even
no
make
sense.
sense.
Because first of all, let me break this down to you real quick so y'all can understand this. Don't rub your head like that. This is the thing. In the Super 8, I'm by myself. That's a different level of comfort. So I can deal with whatever I'm dealing with alone. But if I'm sitting close to two cats, especially if they got a kid, and if I pull out my stuff, hey, can I? Hey. And then yo, dog, get this cat away from me.
They do that, kids.
Get this cat away from me. You know what I'm saying?
They ask him a lot of questions about his hand.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even just relax.
Like
You know
even
what I'm
grown people be like, "Hey, is
I
that
can't-
what you steam
I
deck?"
can't even
I'm like,
relax.
Dang, man. I don't know what it is about my husband, but he just attracts people to talk to him.
I can't
like,
relax.
Like
So
we
if I'm
just
sitting,
we can't help it. We go and random people will come up and just talk to us. Y'all have experienced that with us, right?
I can't even relax and chill. So hey, man,
Yeah.
so what's that?
It's so
Leave
random.
me alone, man. Like you know what I'm
It's really
saying?
weird. Y'all will walk away and then come back. You're like, who y'all talking to? I'm like, I don't understand. We just
Look.
random people talk to us.
It is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, boys and girls trips, well, guys and women's trips is different. It's just that simple. But I can sleep in
But
the
it's
Super.
not off limits for you, right? So
What you
you
talking
are
about?
willing to like do a guy's trip.
Depending
As
on
long
what
as
it
as long as
is.
there's a purpose to
It's
it.
yes.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Josh?
I mean, I'm done. I just, for me more so, it depends on who I'm going with.
That's two. That's the
good
key as
point.
well.
That's a good point.
It depends on more so who.
Those trips can go left.
Yeah,
Real
yeah, that's
quick.
a really good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even gonna be no vacation no more. It's gonna be a fight on a mutual ground. You know what I'm saying?
We're back and they ain't friends no more.
Yeah.
But why would you like at the end of well, if I'm gonna go spend money to go on a trip with somebody, it gotta be somebody who I'm rocking with off tip. It ain't gonna be nobody who is an acquaintance.
Right. Right.
Cause an acquaintance, it can go left.
Yeah. All right, so we got that set up. Now we know that y'all can do guys trip, but it has to be purpose, and us, we can just do girl.
Depends on the guy.
Yeah.
There is not guys trip.
People. My dad's not either. He was like, for what? He's like, why? I can drink with my friends here. He's not a guy trip
Right.
person.
Make the drinks a lot stronger too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My dad's
So,
the same way. He totally.
Y'all want to do things, and it to me, it makes sense to you.
Okay,
that's fine.
so my question is, does it make sense to you why we do girls trips?
Nope.
Not at all. It don't make sense at
Why
all.
doesn't it make sense?
Because you're on the phone with them every day.
No, we're not.
You want to
I
go,
don't talk to
so
Andre every day.
pretty much you gonna go to a different location to do the same exact things you do here.
No, we do activities when we go places.
Yeah.
Activities that you can't do at home.
Like what?
Well, there's restaurants that you can't go here. That's
You can go to
And
Detroit.
depending on the destination,
Yeah.
you can go to the
like
beach.
we could go to the beach. There's no ocean in Michigan. Then there's certain
Is the
lounges.
ocean life changing?
Yes. If you gave it a chance,
He did.
You would see it.
He did, and you
I'm
enjoyed
talking
it.
about snorkeling.
You
It's definitely life changing when the
Yeah,
sharks
that-
show up. That's definitely life changing. That's definitely life changing. That's definitely life changing. You know what I'm saying? A jellyfish pop up. That's definitely life changing. You're right. I definitely agree with you there. You right. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? You step on. Didn't they tell you don't step over there? Poisonous. Oh, you right. Life changing. You right. I'm sorry. I'm wrong.
What was you about to say, Josh?
I ain't going front. After going snorkeling the first time, I've been hooked ever since.
It's beautiful. You have to do it.
Going snorkeling, man, look.
It's like a different world in the ocean.
Because it is. It is a different world.
It's so crazy because it's like in the surface, it's just the surface. But then as soon as you put your head in,
blue water.
Yeah, as soon as you put your head in, it's like you went into a whole nother world instantly.
How much of the ocean has been explored?
Would you be willing to go snorkeling one time?
No. I'll be on a boat, security.
But when we went snorkeling before you got in the ocean.
And where did I go?
In the ocean with us. You were swimming around.
I wasn't swimming, I was walking.
No, we was in the middle of the ocean, wasn't we?
No, we wasn't.
Got out in the sandbar park where it
Yep, that's the only place I'm rolling.
Oh,
Absolutely. I was chilling in the safe area. Listen, man. Absolutely.
But we
Absolutely.
Taking videos. What's wrong with these
crazy people?
Do your thing.
You just gotta do it one time.
Man, look,
it's beautiful.
Well, I mean, I guess I have a different appreciation for it because I always like it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so,
well, we went whale watching together. Remember that? And that was
no,
wonderful.
y'all went whale watching.
Yeah, Josh was throwing up.
Wasn't our fault.
That tequila and whatever else, that had me like on a different level, man. So,
Poor Josh.
But listen.
But Matt, wasn't you like mesmerized by the whales?
No.
He was like, they not even coming up.
Exactly.
Swim around.
If I'ma see something, let me see
Why
something.
they jumping out the water?
If I'ma see something, let me see something.
But they were so close to the boat. Didn't you see like how beautiful?
But do you understand killer whales?
They weren't killer whales. Those weren't.
But can I say this?
Go ahead.
Killer whales are sinking boats now. I guess that's mesmerizing too, huh?
They don't kill people.
They're sinking boats.
What boat did they sink?
so they indirectly kill
I
people.
did see that already.
They're sinking boats.
So what happened to the people?
What do you think?
I don't know what happened.
If they're sinking boats,
Were they stranded? Like, did they get
what do you
rescued?
think is happening
No,
in
did
that
they
situation?
Did they get rescued?
Boats.
Yeah, did they get rescued?
If they're sinking the big boat, what they doing to the small boat?
No, I'm saying the one that you saw on the news.
No, they're just doing that.
Did they get rescued? The people that was on there?
Didn't hear about all that. How you gonna get rescued if killer whales on the attack? You know what I'm saying?
They don't
Yeah,
attack people.
Didn't we do this study where
There's
nothing
no
on record where they killed the person?
Yeah, they're only only in if
Okay.
they're in
They know what food is for them.
Yeah, they're so intelligent that they know we're not prey in the ocean. But if
We look weird then.
yeah, they
kill
don't.
the whales because they're at the top of the food
Chain,
chain and they're
But in captivity,
They be
they're
going at
murderers.
sharks.
Yeah, but in
Oh,
captivity,
yeah, I know that.
for sure, they're murderers to people in captivity. But in the wild, they just swim around us. They're curious, and then that's it. They don't do anything else. But in captivity, oh yeah, they get frustrated. You're gonna die. You get too close.
Right. I don't want to be in their neck of the woods. I'm sorry.
No, I agree.
I mean, well, that's why we rely on the people that actually study these creatures to be like, oh, well, you can only find them in this part of the world.
Yeah.
They not all over. They technically they could be all over, but each species prefers a different type of world.
That's like going on a safari thinking you safe. Bruh, like you going on their neck and you going in there. You really want to go to why? Why would you do something so dangerous?
It's so like
There's no protection.
But it's the same.
You got lions, elephants, rhinos running around. The minute they get upset, it's
you
over
step
for you.
outside every day.
No, that's not the same. I don't care how you want to spin that. That's not the same. You running around in the jungle in their house.
Life is a jungle.
Okay.
You don't want to go on a
You're
safari?
not gonna be singing that
So
tune.
we
One of
all-
them things gonna tip
okay,
over that Jeep.
Okay,
You
would
know
you
what I'm
go on a
saying?
safari, Josh?
I want to go on a safari.
Me too. John Drea did too. So you just not gonna go with us?
I guess I'm outvoted, so I'm with everything.
So you going?
I'm with all
And if
things.
the
I guess that's
lion
my
jump
last
right
days.
on your lap.
Those are
So
my last
what would
days.
you do if the lion jumped right in your lap in the safari? On the
It's
safari?
gonna be a problem, especially if we survive. You getting cussed out
Why did I get cussed out? Why did
because
do
you
that?
made me go on this. Because I have to go on this.
Say, baby,
Because I'm a
Just
team.
there for the ride.
I'm a team player, so I'm with all things.
Too so I'm a team player. I'm just saying.
I believe in being
You know what I'm
outvoted.
saying?
No, I believe in being outvoted and not ruining the experience.
You don't have to go. You can stay at the
So
hotel.
if it's 4 of us,
You can stay at the hotel.
no,
You
if
don't
it's
have
4
to
of us and 3 raise their hand, guess what? I'm outvoted.
So you
Now,
gonna
if
go?
it's a draw and we gotta flip a coin,
go? So you gonna go with us on a safari?
if everybody raise their hand, I have to.
So you going?
But if a lion or a cheetah or something jump in the Jeep,
They not doing nothing.
everybody hearing that.
They not doing nothing. They just jumping in.
Right,
You know they do that in some safaris.
right. And you cool with that?
I mean, it's somebody like I don't know. It's kind of
You cool with that? You
I
cool with
see-
cheetahs
I see-
jumping
I
in
see.
Jeeps?
Well, see, cheetahs, they not fighting type of cats.
And you got this information from where?
Online. studying the animals. Cheetahs don't fight for their food. If the cheetah have to fight for their food, they give it up.
Oh shit.
We be studying these animals. Me and her, look, she can show you a whole iPad folder of just like
I'm all about the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, we watch a lot of.
I watch a
nature.
lot of that. I'm watching camels, all that.
right.
He's been into these camel and bear and gorilla videos lately.
Listen.
And I thought it was stupid until I saw, and then I started watching them too. And I'm like, why are we
No,
watching these videos?
What got me in the camels because I seen them eat cactuses. I'm like, dog, what? They eating
Yeah,
cactuses,
They literally eat cactuses.
straight
So-
cactus with the pins and everything, just chewing them. But they got like a rough exterior. But then they can't take the lemon though.
Oh yeah, because a guy had a cactus and then a lemon and then a cactus, and so he ate the cactus, and then you know how it cuts up your mouth, and then he ate the lemon afterwards.
Cactus was pissed. The camel
And
was
then
pissed.
we're into watching gorillas eat fruit, and I'm like, why is this so interesting?
At the end of the day, I don't want to go on a safari, but if I get outvoted with the
You
squad,
wanna go?
I have to go, and I'm not going to be too happy about
Would you
it.
go on a safari for a guy's trip?
No! Why would I do that?
But anyways, there are different experiences that can be had on girl trip that you can't do at home.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Whatever.
Well, I mean, if you're not into guys trips, and you know that's fine too.
So did I conclude with this? All right. So pretty much girls go for no reason, and guys go for a reason. That's the conclusion. So,
Fine with me.
and that ends this segment here. Bye.
Can I rap real quick? Can I rap? On the path to being the best power in the airwaves, jingling the way we break it down the game. Wide body on the highway, we not in one lane, no nonsense. Logic with every topic. The talk too real, the party we not invited. Want the truth? F&S subscribe to it. The death shows, just play and ride to it. The voice is more important than the image. Feel every word spoken. No need for camera tricks. We on the grind, freeze corner with Jay sideline. DBP next in line. Though gotta feel he can know when you're fired. We in it for the long haul. The fatigue's off. We don't get tired. Nah, we don't get tired. Make sure y'all like and subscribe.